All right, we're here now. I think,
Yippee.
unless I'm mistaken, but I'm probably not.
There's no mistake. Oh, there you are. It's happening.
There you are.
Oh, chips and pretzels abound. We're all going to the BUHG'S fair.
Yeah. But what do they do at the Bugs Fair is the question. That's what we all know.
It reminds me of that one bit in Adventure Time when they have the dancing bugs.
Oh yeah.
Imagine you lift up a little tent like a rock.
I I don't think about Adventure Time very much. Hey Sid, how's it going?
Hello.
Lives in the deep recesses of my brain.
Oh, I hated recess. Just kidding. It was all right.
I assume you mean the show?
The activity.
Oh, fair enough, yeah.
Yeah, I got into trouble a lot as a kid, so I would just kind of walk around the border.
What did you do? Oh, thank you, Chimerak. I really appreciate that.
Ooh, hello, hello. I would talk in class and shit, and be a little hyper fuck.
But why did that translate over to recess? Like, did people give you shit?
Oh, no, if you get in trouble in class, they make you walk around the border of the playground.
Oh, right. Sorry, I think you said that and I was like distracted.
And I got so used to it that like I'd get my time off and I'd be like, well, I like walking around on the wooden thing anyways, and like balancing on it and thinking. So I just did that anyways.
I see.
It was very sad.
I mean, fair. I guess I don't know. I didn't really like recess either. I never really knew what to do. Like,
Yeah, I used to go to one school, and then a guy got well, a kid got beaten up in the little jungle gym cave center thing,
I see.
and then we moved schools.
Fair.
I say guy, they were like eight. Anyways, yeah. So, huh? I notice. Well, we always start on just chatting, but
Yeah, you're getting to the twist too soon. You gotta make them wait for it.
I got on the scale today, and
You're
it
right, you're
said
right.
245
Oh.
pounds.
So I'd like to apologize for my continued lack of ability to turn the subtitles
Today
on.
we're
I'm
gonna
very
start
sorry.
eating right, starting with this pork chop boiled in Slim Fast. The amount of diarrhea I had after that White Castle slider sauce.
Oh, we're back.
Oh, the White Castle.
Rivers of it. The city called me and said, "Sir, this is just way too much diarrhea." And I said, "I agree with you. Tell me how to make it stop." And they said something about not eating so many White Castles in one sitting. And I said, "Who are you to tell me my business?"
What?
Seriously.
Sorry. What is this video even? I was so busy getting started. Oh, okay. Slim Fast pork chops, right? Gotcha.
Perhaps creamy chocolate wasn't the best flavor we could have chosen.
Boiling a pork chop in the
Instead
Slim
of boiling
Fast,
it,
yeah.
It's formed this film at the top of the pot. Now something's happening.
The likening here? Yeah, Wolfie, it's
Oh
true.
my god!
The
Oh
likening,
no!
it's real.
It's too much! Well, that's just a problem we're gonna have. Oh my god, it's happening again! You know what will pull this off is a little bit of pork chop. So, here we go. Guys, I don't know what's in Slim Fast, but it can't be good. Yeah.
Hello,
Oh, for
Wolfie.
crying out loud. All right, you know,
Hello.
I've had enough. All right, we'll just say that the pork chop's cooked. Oh, yeah, that... God, no, I think that needs a sear. Well, all right, let's open it up, see how we did.
Whoa.
It's cooked. And now for the taste. Oh, it's awful. It tastes like chocolate Slim Fast and pork. It's not the best flavor combination. I mean, even though it looks seasoned,
I mean, is chocolate and meat really like a...
Slim Fast chocolate. Yeah,
I don't think of those two as a
no redeeming qualities whatsoever.
thing that goes together.
The Slim Fast chop, a
I
0
feel like
out of
they've done this
5.
before.
Bop, bop, bop,
Like,
bop, bop.
probably actually like chocolate and meats.
I feel like the commonality is that whenever they do things that have sugar, it never really works out. You know what I mean?
Surprisingly,
sugar.
these soups always turn out well, so
I
we're
mean,
gonna keep it going with
yeah,
KFC
it's true, we do.
soup. And these will be our ingredients. We got mashed potatoes and gravy, a biscuit, fried chicken.
I've never been to KFC,
This
not
puzzle
once.
is the coleslaw.
I
Nothing
was
goes better
watching
with soup
an
than
ARG
mayonnaise.
video that
And
had
this
something to
used
do with
have carrots
KFC
in it.
actually.
First the chicken,
Were they sponsored?
then the mashed potatoes, biscuit, and finally the coleslaw.
Something, it was like, oh, something, Canton, Kentucky,
Kentucky.
alleged originator of the KFC.
This has been going for 4 hours.
And this indie band's called KFC Murder Chicks and is like related to the ARG. It was crazy.
I
Let's
think I know of KFC Murder Chicks actually. That name sounds familiar.
It tastes like a thick
Erratas.
chicken soup with potatoes in it. The cabbage is no problem in this
Oh,
thing
wait,
at all.
I shouldn't
You
say
know,
that.
I can't
Ooh.
taste any of the
If you
mayonnaise
mention
that
it, you
came
might get
along with
banned.
it. It's pretty good. It tastes
Oh,
like
no.
a fast food chicken soup. Would I rather have a bowl of normal chicken soup? Probably. So I'm gonna have to give the KFC soup a 4 out of 5.
Bop, 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 bop.
Sometimes I don't know about him and his decisions. I feel like they're not in line with. Well, I don't know if I would agree, and that's all that really.
What?
Say.
Well, hey there, folks, and
Hey, Luna. Welcome.
Yeah.
Pizza Hut made a cheeseburger. Sort of. Ooh.
Ooh.
It tastes like
Gender
ketchup
fluid.
and mustard and relish and
Oh, gender fluid. Is that the gender fluid?
pretty good. This is
I hope
Pizza
not.
Hut's answer
Yeah, me too.
to a cheeseburger, and I don't know about you guys, but it pretty much looks like they folded a pizza in half. And now that I look at it more, I'm positive that's exactly what they did. But for $6.99 a pop,
Ew,
icky.
icky.
That's pretty good. Oh,
That's not worth $6.99.
Oh, God. Oh, it's
I
half
disagree.
a pizza. Half a pizza that they fold in half. I feel a little
Is that
lied to.
pizza
I
place
thought
you
that
hate,
this
is that
would be an
local?
actual hamburger. That's like if McDonald's
I
decided to sell tacos and they
don't
just
know actually.
folded a hamburger
Because
into
I was gonna make a
taco
joke,
shape.
but I was like,
Now let's see if I'm
maybe
complaining
not.
over nothing. It's all about how it tastes. It's awful. So, you know,
Oh,
with
no.
the sauce included, you know, we're gonna try to dress up this pig as much as we can. But as it stands right now, I am not looking how gross that is. And I don't want to come across like I don't like Pizza Hut, because I do like Pizza Hut. I think they make one of the best thick crust pizzas in the business.
They don't.
Just that this tastes like a huge mess.
It tastes like gender fluid.
A little strip of bacon, ground beef balls, and huge pieces of onion. No one wants to eat an onion that big. Corporate greed.
fair.
Have a
I hate
real
huge
chef
pieces of
design
onion.
Something for you, Pizza Hut. All right, that is one great
sorry,
sausage.
I was looking up that pizza place to see if it's I think it is local, so we probably shouldn't say what it is. Yeah, no, I think we dodged a bullet there.
But no. Hello, everybody. Hey there, Sid. Wolfie.
Luna, everybody, the people.
I really don't know
Hello?
if that's enough Lazarus elixir. How did that make
Lazarus.
But it's all right now. In fact, it's a sausage.
Low mid pizza.
I don't think Pizza Hut's good, I'll be honest. I think it's kind of gross.
Complain too much? Well, I got news for you. You all don't complain nearly enough. Have you thought maybe
better
I'm complaining
than-
the correct amount and you're not complaining enough? Well, maybe if we sit here and do nothing, everything
I
will
know what you're
change
gonna
for
say,
the
and
better.
you're wrong.
Complaining
High
is the only way
society.
things will get done.
Oh,
That's the
You're all
code name I'm
sitting
using
at
for
this
that.
okay, yeah, that's
Time to get
fair.
off the bench and get your
Hey,
head in the
Faye,
game.
how's it going?
Otherwise, we're just gonna get more
Hello.
pizza melts that nobody wants to eat. Okay.
Everybody
in
can
3,
merge upon
2,
this night.
1. Let's sausage.
We meet in the woods with our wicked red candles and make sausage
Oh, no, I
where
didn't-
God
I
cannot
didn't-
see
I didn't
us.
use enough queso.
And we talk about Bug.
And we talk about
That's
Boo.
Oh, hey, Noel.
7 inches.
How's it going?
With special thanks to today's
Hello.
Mark Boxalo box artist, this guy. You even made me the fatter Mario brother. Also, that's like $58 in black
Did he?
ink. This Will It Blow is brought to you by HelloFresh. Hey there, Mr. and Mrs.
Incorrect.
Okay, but like,
So
I'm not actually that picky about chain pizza. Like, I don't know. I eat Little Caesars. Like, if I get a pizza, because it's the cheapest option. So, ooh.
So I'm gonna have to give that Will It Blow
Oh.
0 Mark Ruffalos.
Tragic.
Okay, here we go.
It's not sizzling that
Okay,
much.
Yeah, I think it's done. Well, all right. Let's open it up and see how we did.
Summoning the great
Looks
bug.
So flavorless.
See,
Okay.
Greg does say that, but I
Well,
kind of disagree.
it's not bad.
Like,
It's a
And Greg
solid
says he
not
doesn't like a
bad.
stuffed
You can't
crust.
taste
No. Greg from Night in the Woods says that even bad pizza is good pizza, but like, I kind of disagree. Cause like, I've had bad pizza, and it's just bad.
I think that's more like even the cheap, shitty pizza is still good pizza.
I mean, here's the thing. I don't wanna say an incredibly Laz brand thing, but
Mm-hmm.
7-Eleven
Yeah,
has
the
better
one much.
pizza than Pizza Hut.
I was gonna say that's the bullet in my chamber. Is Laz? I saw you stomp a whole 7-Eleven pizza. It wasn't even fresh.
No. It was listen, the fucking
You
seven
offered to give us fresh.
the 7-Eleven pizza. He offered and then they didn't have it, so it was out of the question. But the 7-Eleven pizza, I genuinely think tastes better than Pizza Hut.
like bread and some of that sweet,
Maybe
sweet
I
elixir.
haven't had
Texture's
Pizza Hut in
kinda
a
like
while.
stiff mashed potatoes.
Like we
I
go
would
there
even
like
go
as a
ahead and
family
say it's
time and
just
get
a
like
little
the
bit better
deluxe
than
pizza
cat food
stuff, like a big
So
old
I'm
meat
gonna
lover
have
and a
to give the
vegetarian and
Pizza
stuff.
Hut
So
I mean,
I haven't had just a cheese ass pizza from them, to be fair.
out of 5.
Here's the thing.
Bop, bop,
I
bop, bop.
Oh, that's it. No, see, here's the thing. The last time I got Pizza Hut was with a friend, like, I want to say probably close to 3 years ago now, and it just didn't taste like anything.
Really, because it's been a while since I had a pizza at Pizza Pizza.
I mean, maybe it was that specific pizza, maybe it was just like that time, it just wasn't good, but it wasn't good.
Weird. It's like my biological
Mhm.
over there is a pizza aficionado
Mm.
apparently, because he doesn't eat fruits or vegetables. So I don't know how that man is alive. But anyways,
Okay.
he was like, yeah, Papa John's is the best pizza over here.
John's Incredible Pizza and scrape the sauce cheese toppings from 3 slices all into 1 slice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think Domino's is pretty decent. Like, the last time I had it, which was like, God knows when. Probably like a few months ago, maybe?
Yeah, I was gonna say that's a very fey answer, but also I was also gonna ask like what people recommend for like chain pizza, but I see y'all are already going for it.
Yeah, they're on it. They're getting to it.
Of course, people get extremely upset about pizza.
I was told by... I was told this by Fern, and I trust Fern's opinion. Fern said that Little Caesars thin crust pizza is like peak, and I'm really curious about that, because I don't know if I would agree, but also I value Fern and their opinion. So
In my experimentation, when I ordered a couple pizzas, trying to get Little Caesars to make a caprese, sort of like margarita style pizza, where I told them not to put any cheese on it and extra fresh mozzarella. And they gave me a mess.
Oh yeah, when you were tormenting them, that's right.
Yes. The other pizza I got was just my standard, like, fucking, either, what is it, sausage and jalapeno or mushroom and jalapeno. And I got that one with extra sauce. And with extra sauce, I'm like, hey, hold up, wait a second.
I see. Yeah, because me and Zam got Papa John's when they were visiting, and it wasn't terrible, but it was like, eh.
I don't know, because like people are talking about Domino's over here. We have a Domino. Maybe our Domino's just sucks. I haven't had it in a while.
I
We had
think-
one, and it was kind of garlicky around the crust, but that was kind of it.
When I last got Domino's, I thought it was pretty decent. I mean, it wasn't like anything. Didn't change my life or anything, but it was, you know, passable.
Also, not yes. Are people upset because I told the people at Little Caesars to? Because I was gonna add like spinach or something to it too, but they didn't have literally any greens except for like a bell pepper.
Is there a
Yeah, that's Domino. Here for the pizza stream. No. Oh, I see.
Is this a thing?
You know,
Hang on, I'm trying to find something, and I'm go to template. Here we go. I found a tier list. We can look at this, and
Is this a pizza tier list?
it is, yeah, it's a pizza chain tier list.
What was I?
I
looking
just
at?
want to do a little murder. It's fair. Oh, hey, Nekia. How's it going? Good to see you.
Hello. Sparrow.
What does this say? Never been. Oh god, that you can't fucking read that. Can I change this to not be impossible to read?
I'm gonna assume that's just never been there. Can you highlight the text?
Yeah, no, it's never been to, but you just can't fucking
Oh.
read it like it's invisible.
I think that's peak design. Also, hello, Nikuo.
Peak design.
Little Caesars doesn't even have wilted lettuce. It was a failure from the start, and I think I asked for extra fresh mozzarella, and I think they ripped up the normal mozzarella, like the normal fresh mozzarella, and just sprinkled it around to make it look like
Yeah.
more. Because
Hope you all have been good.
From
You
what I was
too.
going through.
You too, Nokia. I think we've been doing pretty okay. Let's see. Papa Murphy's, I've never been to you. Pizza Hut, I'll put you above shit. I'll put you in C tier. Round Table Pizza, I don't think I've ever been to. Blaze Pizza, you're good. You're good.
Hold up, you gotta let the people deliberate on these, right?
I'm in charge.
True.
No, look. I'm gonna give my opinion, and then if people want to make comments, they can make comments. I'm open to input, but I've never been to you. Domino's, you.
Hey.
Yes, that's fine with me. I don't know what you are. I don't know what you are.
Fox's Pizza Den looks fun though.
It does. I don't know what that is. But...
I've actually been to a Marco's.
Have you?
Yeah, there used to be one around my old apartment. I thought I was ordering like a pasta dish bowl thing, and it called itself a melt, and it turns out it was just a dish full of like sauce and meat and cheese.
I see.
And I was like, oh, wow, this is disgusting.
I think I have been to Mod Pizza, but I don't remember what I thought of it, so it's going in. Haven't been to.
Never heard of.
Papa John's, I would put above Pizza Hut. Pizza Ranch, I don't know what you are. Godfather Pizza, I don't know what you are. California Pizza Kitchen is shit. I'm not debating this with anyone.
California
I don't know what
Pizza
you
Kitchen.
are. I don't think I've ever been to you. I actually had the opportunity to have Costco pizza today, and I didn't take it.
Oh my god.
I could have done.
Although I've been I've been to a CC's like once or twice. CC's is strange.
Is it?
Yeah, it's a pizza buffet and they have like weird shit like buffalo chicken pizza and like macaroni pizza just out there and you just grab slices and go sit down. Yeah.
I'm gonna put Costco on B. Because I don't remember how it's been a long time, but yeah.
Okay, okay. I see.
Hungry Howie's, I have no idea what you are, and I don't like that kid.
Who the hell is Howie and how are they so hungry?
I don't know.
Telling me a Mike mountained this pizza?
Sort of like Starbucks and Pete's. Interesting.
Pete's.
Pete's Coffee, I think. Unless I'm
Yes.
talking out of my ass. Mountain Mike's, I have no idea what you are. Papa Gino's, I don't know. Villa, I don't know. Chuck E. Cheese, is this even up for debate?
Is Chuck E. Cheese a restaurant?
It's a fucking child rat casino.
But they sell food there and they deliver it to your table. So it's technically a restaurant.
Yeah,
right?
they do have pizza. Do you think you can order from Chuck E. Cheese and have them deliver it?
Yes, also under several other names. They got in trouble for it.
Oh, right. They were doing that. I forgot about that.
Also,
It's a FNAF
I'll
ripoff.
tell
You're
you.
so right, yeah.
I tell you what's gonna happen to that creature. Whammo. Take that.
Wow. Yeah, let's see. Oh, does it? Oh, you just did that. Thank you, Zem.
TT.
Big appreciated. I'm glad you finally have access to that.
Woohoo.
Now, look. I'm gonna come out here with a controversial take.
Of course.
Oh my god, we're both going to town on hot chip. It's crazy. No, I'm gonna come out here with a controversial take. But I get this thing out of here. I went to Sbarro a lot when I was like really young, and I think that had an impact. And so I would put this in S. I'm aware that this will garner me much conflict or whatever, but yeah.
Yeah, it's one of those places I've just passed by in malls, but I've never eat at malls because it's expensive.
Yeah, no, that's fair. It's not. Because I went to malls a lot when I was like very young, because I was.
A bit of a mall rat, huh?
Yeah, Little Caesars is going in B, by the way. The rest of these I've never been to, I don't think. So there you go.
Can we look up Fox's Pizza Tin?
Yes. Hang on.
Because that sounds like a Five Nights. That actually sounds like a FNAF rip. It sounds like something we'd
It
watch on Web Horror Night.
is in Pennsylvania, apparently.
Fox's Pizza Tin make you lose
There
control.
we go.
Gross. Get that gorp off those.
Very icky, no good. Fox's Pizza Den, what do they have? Order now.
$10. Ooh,
Fucking
they torture their
$10.
pizzas.
They subject them to suffering. Is this all they have? They just have pizzas? That's literally it?
Bambino.
Just
Why
that,
not Pizza
that's...
Tin?
I know, but usually they have something other than just pizza. Like...
I don't know what it is about the cuts on that pizza, but like the fact that it went straight through so cleanly, it makes me think of like a fucking frozen pizza.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Although
It's a
I think
crispy part.
it doesn't look bad. Looks okay.
Oh yeah, no, they did have other things. They had, like sandwiches and shit. Scroll down. Can you like, or is this just all they are willing to show you?
This is the whole page. There's nothing else here.
Oh,
That's what I meant when I said, like, do they literally just have pizza?
maybe it's under $10.
$10. We proudly serve Pepsi products.
Oh,
Cool.
1 point for every dollar
Wait,
spent.
but look, they've got salads. What the fuck? What?
If you spend $50, you get free breadsticks.
Wow, that's... Fuck me, what a bargain.
$100, free large one topping.
Big Daddy. Maybe it's like... Order now?
Ooh. Oh, I thought it was gonna open up a map and zoom in on.
No. I think it asks for my location before it does something like that. Let's go with Alabama. I just want to see what this will do. No. Oh, okay.
Inns near you. Hold on, let me fucking.
Our menu. Let's see. This is the same page.
Fair, but in the video they were like putting saucy sauces on some like chicken wings.
Yeah, see, I don't... Oh, we're fine. They don't have a California location. Never mind.
great.
We're all good.
Find a den near you on the East Coast.
Careers, nutrition.
Mmm.
They're making that pizza suffer.
It kind of looks like you see. Look, there's like a fucking thing there. The pizza looks a bit. Heard it again. Where is it? Soon.
Make it suffer.
Yes.
They're getting it with the little pokey roller thing.
Oh, they're slapping it around.
Oh, those pepperonis do look crispy though. I like them when they're crispy like that. I don't like when they're like not all crisped up, you know?
Also, same. I will say I'm right on the edge of the pizza dens, and it's a very wide area. And I'll leave it at that.
You're in danger.
That's like 8 states. Actually, more than that.
You're in big trouble.
That's like Central America
They're right next to you.
as a
They're
whole.
coming to get you right now.
Youper?
Uper exclusive pizza? Cutting it close to Pizza Den territory. That's how they're going to divide up the country. It's going to be Pizza Den territory and non-Pizza Den territory.
Gonna be the Pizza Den territory and the Ghoulies territory.
Yeah. And the
Tunnel snakes, yeah.
the tunnel snakes, yeah. And the Sugar Man and the Jingle Jangle and the all that.
Yeah, the Sugar Man showed me Jingle Jangle.
If you couldn't tell, we've been watching Riverdale, and Riverdale is it's a show of all time. I'll tell you that for free.
You know, Laz, I'm gonna be very vague, but I watched a Riverdale video, and I don't think they knew who that specific individual was that they were looking for at the start of the season we were watching.
What do you mean? Also, Nikki, I haven't seen the new Sabrina. Actually, no. I've heard mixed things. I know that Lachlan Watson is in it, and I like them. But I've not seen it yet. I I should check it out. Or actually, should I, Nekia? Is it worth watching?
Maybe is it? I don't know.
Also, Zam, for
Thinking-
context, Lachlan Watson is Glenn and Glenda in Chucky season 2.
Ah,
So
cool.
you know who they are.
I know who that is.
Yeah.
I know who that is for once. But no, the character I'm talking about that they were looking for.
Oh, you
A
mean
lot of what we watched.
the Black Hood,
You know.
to put it.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I promising to sort of let down and weird. Yeah, I that was kind of the vibe I got, was like good but, or like had potential but sort of flubbed it a bit as it went on.
Shit.
Which incidentally, I would say the same thing about Yellow Jackets, but it's just me.
Well,
I've never, sorry, I don't want to go on a whole tangent about this, but I don't think I've ever seen a show like shit the bed so hard as much as Yellow Jackets does from season 1 to season 2. Like, they went from like a solid like 8 or 9 out of 10 to like a fucking 4. And it's
I know. Yeah.
it's mind-boggling. But anyway,
I know a show like that. JoJo Part 2 to Part 3.
oh yeah, I can't contribute to the
No.
the controversy on that.
But fuck, what was I trying to say? The character who is revealed to be that character has blue eyes up until they decide he is the Black Hood, and then his eyes
Does he?
become green mid-season. Yes.
That's really funny.
Dororo? That isn't Dorarara or Dorohedoro. That is Dororo, the samurai.
I thought they were talking about Dorohedoro, but I don't know anime, so.
No, there's Dorarara, Dorohedoro, and Dororo. You can you understand?
Yes, there's 3 different things, yes. I get it.
That sound vaguely familiar.
Yes.
Dororo was the one with the opening by Queen Bee.
Oh,
And
yes.
She serves.
She serves. What's this?
Is that a Clippy?
It is a Clippy, hang on.
Oh, is that me trying to piss off the fucking JoJo fans?
Don't look at that, you're gonna
Ooh.
find out about that in a minute.
Dororo? Oh. That isn't Dorarara or Dorohedoro. That is Dororo, the samurai.
I thought they were talking about Dorohedoro, but I don't know anime, so.
No, there's Dorarara, Dorohedoro.
I see what's going on here.
You can you understand?
Yes, there's 3. Yeah. Also, the chat is not available as the bot has expired. That's unfortunate. What happened, guys? It's gone.
Where's the fun? Featuring Dante from The Devil May Cry is I almost said that. The microwave, but no, that's a TV.
That's not a. Yeah, that's a television, Sam, not a microwave. If you don't put the mac and cheese in that.
I mean, you could.
Yeah, but you know,
Yeah.
killed the VOD. Tragic. Dorohedoro is the sexy lizard. Yeah, see, that's what we're looking for. I'm looking for the sexy lizard.
Fucking.
I mean, General Scales is in the title. What do you want from me?
Hauling out the Heart of War kink. I see.
Sorry, what are you accusing me of? I zoned out for a minute.
Dorohedoro like has they bite people's like faces off.
Oh, I know.
There's a lot of I'm going to put your head in my mouth.
I know.
Enjoy, enjoy it.
I know these
And
things.
I think it has affected some people.
they're converting people to Vorkink anyway.
It's awakened and or facilitated hard Vorkings in the anime community.
So we're now stuck in the loop thinking about Game of Thrones last season. See, I've never watched that, and knowing about that last season, I don't really like fantasy that much in general, to be honest. Not to, like, be that person. But I'm not really interested in it to begin with, and knowing that, like, that last season just really falls off so hard, doesn't make me want to watch it.
Oh, it shits itself. It's like, didn't Lost do that too?
I mean, Lost, you know, affected me where Dorohedoro were exist. Okay, I see.
Yeah, Noe Nikaido, the big muscle girl.
I see. Yeah, fair.
And the not as muscly, but still fucking beefy, like Kung Fu girl.
I see.
But yeah, no. Also, the whole like Kaiman, I think is his name. He's interesting. Nikaido is interesting. The villain team is so much more interesting.
Yeah.
And you spend so much time with them. It's great.
Wild. Anyway. Enough talking about pizza and anime. It's time to get to the point.
But
And yes.
how am I supposed to make friends if I can't talk about pizza or anime?
Well, we're shit out of luck. No, but what was I gonna say? Yeah. The reason Zam, say something interesting. I think my brain just shut down.
Well, this season's reasons, if we're talking reasons, I think you need to have a variety of things to be able to talk about. Like, it's nice to be able to, talk about and be really into, like, Digimon.
Are you talking about...
That's all you talk about.
Are you talking about... Sam, that's... I know exactly what you're referring to. Oh, the fucking... The shade. Do you mean this ad, Wolfie? This one up here? The 911 dispatcher thing? I don't know what I assume it's some fucking cop shit. I don't know what it is though.
Yeah, it's cop shit. It's literal dispatch cop shit.
Just literal dispatch cop shit, yeah.
It's like Twitch advertising you like, hey, join the army.
Yeah, they love doing that. Incidentally, don't do that. Just, I mean, not that you need me to tell you, but don't do it.
I don't know, because like, ooh, peeps?
No, we're not getting into this. We have to...
Oh my god.
Universal Studios, oh my god.
But Jeepers Creepers. Where'd
Look
you
at
get
these
those peepers.
Look at these fucking peeps.
Yeah.
They're
Is that the fucking... Where are they?
Can I hang on?
Print.
Can I open it in new tab? No.
Of course you can. I had to do that a lot. Can't you?
No, it's not letting me.
Right click it directly.
Oh, that's true. They do manage emergency services. Yeah, that's true. And no, yeah, it's very that ad in particular. It was very cop coded. It had that cop look to it and that fucking green color, like
Olive green.
yeah.
I like a good olive green, but
It's not a bad color. It's just that it's kind of very frequently used by bootlicker fucks. You know?
Tatas fritas.
Yeah.
Fruit complete.
Fruit complete.
Bebidas.
They talking about me?
I'm glad you feel complete.
I don't, but you
Monster.
know.
Chaletas España.
We can't get caught up on this. No,
Yeah, this is dangerous.
the thing that we were talking about, this is why we have this YouTube page open. So I've been watching some of these videos from this guy, and it's supposed to be like, oh, true horror stories or whatever. And the thing that I've noticed, and the thing that Zam said as well, is like, a lot of these stories are really obviously bullshit. So, the thing that we talked about was like, we want to watch some of these allegedly true stories and just talk about, like, do we actually think these have any basis in reality, or is this someone just making shit up? Because some of them just seem so obviously untrue.
Yeah, I think we are master detectives. It's true.
Yeah.
But also, we are only two people. How are we going to know if the Teletubby image over there is fake or not? And so
Yeah, it
that's
could
why
be
we have
real.
sourced and force volunteered all the funny animals over here in the chat box to help determine, are these stories real or not?
Also, Luna, I agree with you. It is a nice color. It's like the way it's been co-opted and everything. It's fucked up. No, but yeah, so I guess we talked about this because I told Zam this was an idea I'd been thinking about, and then they kind of said, oh, this would be fun as an idea. And so I'm curious to see what we think about some of these. I will say, like, as a ground rule, we're generally going to be gravitating towards things where it's like they're not proven instances, because I think that I don't want us to be talking about like actual true crime stuff. Like, I think
The
that's
stories and stuff.
yeah, like we're specifically looking for stories that are like may or may not be true. We're not going to be talking about like actual things that happened, like actual cases of people being killed and shit, because I think that would be really fucking distasteful. But yeah.
No, I agree with that.
Yeah.
And it's something I also want to point out. While we are going to be fighting in the field of, fighting on the battlefield of facts and logic tonight, also don't forget the true meaning of skepticism is being skeptical, not outright denying. You know?
Yeah.
You know, to give something an honest look over, even though there's other things that might be like this thing, give it an honest look over, and then use all the information gathered to come to a consensus.
Yeah, because, well, and part of the reason that I also think this is funny is that, like, you have to understand that this guy titles his videos as, like, most unbelievably terrifying things caught on door cam footage, and then it's just, like, a mountain lion walking in the backyard, and it's like,
Pretty scary.
nothing about this is even remotely scary. It's just a mountain lion. If anything, it's kind of cool. Like,
What if it eats you?
what if mountain lion?
Yeah, true. But yeah, no, it's about critical thinking, and also, I don't know, if you go out into something outright not wanting to believe it off the bat, like,
Yeah.
you're just having less fun with it. you know.
Yeah, because I will say some of these, there have been stories where like I what the fuck is not supposed to be here at all. Yeah, fair. But no, I was gonna say like there have been
Dead kid. Oh, sorry.
which dead kid?
Bottom left.
Bottom left. Oh, most disturbing things found in basement. Also, that isn't a dead kid. It's probably a doll. Let's be fair. I'm also saying that because I don't want Twitch to do anything.
True dogs. Allegedly true. Ooh, that's good. I think that we should look for that more.
Yeah, no, I've been looking for the allegedly ones.
Dead kid like pet scop. I was like, oh, that's a dead kid.
Yeah.
When they say true, do we take their word for it?
Well, that's the thing. Some of these are ones where like there's no actual evidence, you know, like it's not like this is a real court like case that is known and established. More often than not, it's just like, oh, this is true because I'm saying it's true. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
What about the 3 allegedly true hitchhiking stories? That's alleged.
What was the theater stories titled? Was it allegedly true or was it true?
Well, actually, I was looking at that one because it just says downright disturbing movie theater horror stories. It didn't say allegedly, but as we established, no, that was not true. Working your way through a nice strong drink. Oh yeah, this is perfect environment for that then. Yeah.
Don't spit it out when you hear the scary words.
So scary. Let's start with the allegedly true hitchhiking and see where we go from there.
Can we watch some chills? We might watch some chills.
Yeah, we can if we can find a good example of chills. If it's something that isn't like I said, I don't want to like delve into actual like real life murders because I think that would be really fucking distasteful. But if we can just find some silly shit or like allegedly true stories where it's like when he looked at that leaf and he was like, it's an alien. If you can find me that, sure.
He did do that, didn't he? It's roughly the size of a fully grown.
Oh, also, I'm gonna move over to this screen just because it's hard to see shit when the TV thing is on. Display capture, go.
Capture the display now.
Capture it now. All right. I'll put the subtitles on too. There you go. See, I did it this time.
This happened back when I was in college. Spring break had just
I don't
ended,
believe in college.
I was driving from my parents' house.
College isn't real.
Dorm. The drive itself was about 3 hours. There were a few small towns on the way, but other than that, it was pretty much just endless fields. I started my drive late.
Endless
10
fields.
p.m. I was still making my way out of the town my parents lived in when I saw a hitchhiker walking on the side of the road. He was a tall, skinnier guy carrying a duffel bag. As I got closer, he stuck out his thumb. I honestly felt really bad for the guy, and seeing as he was walking in the same direction I was going, I rolled down my window and asked if he wanted a ride. He named a nearby town and asked if I was going in that direction. I was, and so I told him yes and unlocked the door. He got in the front seat, and I realized right away that he was a lot older than I thought, like at least in his 40s. He kept to himself for a good...
Right.
The first crack rears its head already. Oh.
Zam, educate them.
Internet, educate them. How do I fucking... Wow. I have the chat popped out.
Kill them, Sam. Kill them now.
Should I? Oh no.
Whoa. Anyway, what was your point?
College students have no sympathy or moral compass.
I think you are correct sometimes.
So I think the premise of the story of going out of their way to help someone on the street, they didn't say. They also didn't say they slowed down the car. So I think they might have held their arm out the window as they're rolling down the highway and just. Ka-chunk.
They made them run for it. They were like, can you just chase the car a little bit? I'll just slow down and you can jump in, you know?
Oh no! Clothesline them going full speed and then drag them in through the window.
Yeah.
But
Also, yeah,
Guppy,
she would love a sacrifice. She actually isn't in here right now. I think she's having living room time, but
Good part of the ride, which I actually didn't mind. I had the
No.
radio on, so it wasn't just awkward silence or anything. It wasn't until around 30 minutes into the drive with the guy did I start to think I made a mistake.
what is
The guy
that?
started clutching his stomach while groaning and complaining that he didn't feel well. He pretty much just hunched himself in the passenger seat, swaying back and forth. I told him to feel free to open up his window for some fresh air, but he never ended up doing it. To say I felt uncomfortable would be an understatement. Like, don't get me wrong, I understand if the dude wasn't feeling well, but here I am driving, while just next to me is this guy groaning and swaying back and forth. There weren't really any
Okay.
towns or rest areas nearby. I didn't want to just tell the guy to get out and completely strand him in the middle of nowhere, so I kind of just sat there trying to focus on the radio. This went on for another 15 minutes, when the guy said, "Dude, I really don't feel good. Can you take the third next exit?" This caught me off guard. Not the part about wanting to stop.
Was
I
talking
more so
into a
expecting him to say that at some
Fucking
point,
can.
but the part about the exit.
Do you think he puts
guy
like a beanie
specifically
over his
said the
face?
third next
So I could do, like,
Probably.
muffled
I
voices
remember
like
those
that?
being his
'Cause he
exact
did that-
words.
He did that before,
In the
right?
moment, I
Yeah.
honestly thought it was weird. If I myself were sick, I would be much quicker to want to just pull onto the side of the road, or at the least take the very next exit. I asked the guy if he just wanted me to pull to the side of the road real quick, but he sternly told me no. This should have been a clear red flag. But I ultimately reasoned the specific exit he
No.
wanted me to take must have been a rest area I was unaware of, so I agreed. A few minutes later, and I took the exit. But absolutely nowhere in sight was any kind of rest area. I started pulling to the side of the road when the guy said, No, keep going. We should go down a bit further. Again, this should have been a red flag I picked up on, but I did what he said. Eventually, he told me to stop. He got out and within seconds disappeared into the darkness. I waited for the guy to come back for a few minutes, when I saw 5 hooded figures walking towards my vehicle, only revealed by the light of my headlights. They were clearly carrying weapons, and
Oh
now
my
charging
God.
towards my vehicle. I threw the car into drive and started darting it in the other direction, but they actually started shooting at me. From what I recall, 5 gunshots were fired, 2 of which hit the back of my car.
Whoa.
Though, even still, I was able to get out of there. I didn't
Wowza.
stop the rest of the way back. I did call the police and report it.
That's really
but I never
scary.
got
They
any
had
follow-up.
guns.
When I made it back to my dorm, I would find the bullet holes in the back of my car. I think it's worth noting that one of them was only a couple inches from my tire, which makes me think whoever was shooting was aiming for the tires. But I'll
Wow,
never be able to know
how
for
did he
sure.
work that one out?
I don't fully know the motives of that hitchhiker that night, but at least to me, it's obvious he intentionally lured me into that specific spot, which, might I remind you, was nowhere near any type of civilization. I have since never picked up another hitchhiker.
Now, do we want to discuss this story?
Yeah, no, I was gonna say we like listen to it and then stop and talk about it. So, I will say right off the bat, like, not impossible, but I don't know. I think like I think that the issue with
Were there? Oh, sorry.
5, I think he said. I don't know if we're including the hitchhiking dude as one of those 5 or not, but
Yeah.
you know, he's kind of unclear. But see, the main thing I'm having trouble with here is if we're assuming this dude was just waiting on the highway to get picked up and wanted to be dropped at a very specific spot, like, yeah, exactly, Faye. It's like that level of organization and chaos side by side it's hard to believe. Like, because you'd have to time the, like, faking illness and knowing that you could get someone to pull over by a specific point. And because, like, if he said he wasn't feeling well and the dude immediately went, oh, okay, I'll pull over, it's like, that doesn't work out, you know?
Well, also, what's the end goal here? Like, are they trying to steal a car? They were aiming for the tire, so they weren't going to drive it off. The money, whatever's in the car, whatever this guy might have on him, is that going to be enough for 5 guys? You have 5 guys, and they all have guns.
Yeah, like,
Set up a store or something.
Yeah, I don't see I find it hard to believe that 5 people would get together to seemingly rob one dude.
I mean, and whatever
Like,
potential cash you got on you, or the car itself, I guess. But like,
yeah.
unless it was just we want to kill people. But then, like, that's usually like 1 or 2 people. It's hard to organize 5 people.
Yeah,
A murder group.
I feel like when you see that, it's like a gang situation, and this doesn't sound like a gang thing. It sounds like just, well, it yeah, no, I find it hard to believe. I find the logistics don't add up to me. Like, it doesn't track to me, you know?
I don't know. I feel like. Is it scary though? I'd be scared in that situation.
Oh no, yeah,
Like,
it's
what the fuck?
it's scary. It's just like, I don't know. It feels like a lot of work to rob one person
Yeah.
and 5 people, and just because, I mean, you're not going to get much out of that. Like,
Yeah, because like, so like Sid and Wolfie, they got some good points where it's like, it's in the middle of nowhere. What's the reason? And I think what makes me think this is more of a story is because it wasn't just they shot at me. They had to add that last little stinger. In a horror story, in a creepypasta, there's supposed to be like something that you look back and go, oh, it could have been so much worse.
yeah.
And that's them going like, and what else? There was a whole bullet hole near my tire. I think they're gonna shoot my tire, and if they hit my tire, I would have gotten stuck there and died, and I only realized it later. Oh my god.
Yeah. Especially, I mean, if we're talking about 5 people who have guns, like, this feels like a level of overcomplication where it's like, why not just give a gun to the hitchhiker dude and just have him make the dude pull over and give him his stuff, you know? Like, why lure him into a specific location and have 5 people try to rob and or kill him? Like, I don't get that. It feels like it's...
You know what I would do?
What would you do, Sam? Enlighten me.
I have a gun. I'm in the passenger seat. We pull over to this strange, weird place, and I go, oh, I need some air. Can you roll down your window? And they'd be like, fucking okay. And then bang. And all the blood and stuff flies out the window, and you're good.
Yes. That's...
And
yeah.
the window doesn't break, and you just push them out, and then you have a free car.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. See, Wolfie, that was the point I was making, where it's like, the logistics there feel like they don't add up, where it's like, because what if he says he doesn't feel well and the dude immediately goes, oh, okay, I'll pull over. Like, because then you're not getting to the destination.
Or like he's like, dude, fuck, oh, get out of my car. No, you're not gonna be sick in here.
Yeah.
Freak. Oh, homeless man.
Freak.
Like, you could have just been an asshole.
I hate poor people. Oh,
It could have
God.
been fucking Veronica Lodge, I guess.
Oh, God. Wait, why would it be her?
Doesn't she hate poor people? Or a lot of people in Riverdale hate poor people.
Yeah, I think, well, most of the North Side just hates poor people.
True. You should have waited longer, yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, I think we've concluded here. Bullshit. Untrue.
This happened multiple years back.
What the fuck?
I was around the age of 11.
Oh,
I
it's
was an only child.
sorry.
And back then,
I saw the Meow Mix first and I thought it was a pet store. Oh,
my family only
God.
had one car.
Why aren't they
Which
feeding
my dad
pet
would usually take to
Cheetos?
work each weekday. This meant anytime my mom had to go somewhere while he was at work, she would either have to walk or hitchhike. Now, it should be mentioned that back then hitchhiking was a lot more socially acceptable. Plus, at the time, we lived in a decently small town.
Also, okay,
For the most
hang
part,
on. Not to interrupt, but like, this is another little like thing I've noticed with these stories that I love is when they're like, oh, back then XYZ, and I'm like, okay, when? Like, give me a time period.
It's a lot of like, back then, you know, this wasn't as sketchy. People just wandered all the fuck over.
Yeah, it's like it's so weird to me when they're just like back in my day or like back in this time, and it's like, okay, but give me a time period. Like, are we talking about like early 2000s, mid 90s, the fucking 80s? Like, it just, it doesn't even have to be a year. Just give me like a broad time frame, you know? 1750s, exactly, Wolfie. There you go. We solved it.
1756.
from what I can
My
recall,
mother
this took
used
place
to
on a
eat the
Thursday.
laudanum all the time.
My dad had dropped off my mom and I at the grocery store on his way to work. This, of course, meant we would have to find a ride back home. Though we'd done this many times before, and never had any issues. Only a couple minutes into our walk back home, a driver pulled up next to us willing to give us a ride. He was some guy in a white pickup truck who we'd never seen before.
Okay.
He told us to get in the back, and we did. My mom started giving him directions to our home from the highway, but it honestly looked like the guy was just ignoring her. And when we came to our exit, this was confirmed, as he straight up drove right past it. He went on
Confirmed.
to explain how
Confirmed,
he took
yeah.
the detour first.
Kidnapping confirmed.
This was extremely unnerving. But after a while, we came up to a farm.
We came up to our exit. This
The
was
driver took out the
confirmed.
keys, told us to wait in the car, and disappeared. My mom clearly didn't know what to do. I mean, we couldn't just leave. We were in an unfamiliar area in the middle of nowhere. A few minutes later, and the driver came back. But now with the second guy. The guy looks at us and starts flipping out, screaming at the driver. Now, I'm not sure if this is exactly what was said, but this is what I can remember. The guy screams at the driver that he shouldn't have brought someone with a child, and that there's no way anything can happen now. From what I recall, more things along those lines were said, but like I just mentioned, I can't remember exactly. The
Some
driver then
child,
got
and I
back in the
didn't think
truck and
anything of that.
apologized to us. My mom would sternly tell the man to take us back to where he had picked us up. She technically hadn't given him our address yet, and for obvious reasons now did not want that information known. The drive back
Why not?
was in complete silence. Looking back, my mom and I can both agree that the purpose for that stop was not as innocent as a simple detour. We honestly see ourselves as lucky for making it out of that situation. We lived in that town for 5 years after that, and never once saw those two guys again.
That was it?
Did you not like file a
Hold on.
report or anything?
I'm starting to see an undertone to these stories.
Mm-hmm.
An undertone of incompetence. Because, oh my god. You're having like a secret like murder meeting or whatever. And you go outside in front of the car and go, we can't do any murder now. There's a kid in
There's
this
a
scene.
kid
What the
here.
fuck is
We
wrong
can't
with
kill a
you? Take it
kid.
back. Like literally, everybody sucks at murder so much. Oh.
Yeah. Although I will say, Faye, I agree with you. I do think that the scenario is believable. Like, there's nothing that stands out to me in this situation that's like a big thing that makes me go, this doesn't add up. Or like, this doesn't seem realistic because they wouldn't, like, there's not an equivalent to what we had with the last one, you know?
Yeah, I mean, they sound like dipshits, but like, that's kind of the type of person it takes a lot of
Yeah.
times to just go and fucking do shit like that, you know? Like, murderers aren't usually smart. I know people romanticize the super incredibly smart, oh, evading the cops murderer who gets away with it. But it's like, no, a lot of times, like, if someone isn't thinking ahead of like the consequences, they're probably not thinking about their like
Yeah, honestly,
immediate actions.
that's a really kind of fascinating thing, the way that, like, we have these perceptions of especially serial killers, as if they're like these really ingenious masterminds, but like they aren't. They never are. Like, they
Play
make,
at it sometimes.
yeah, like they fuck things up all the time.
It's just really hard to catch somebody if they're just killing at random,
Yeah.
you know? Like if you just hit a stranger with a hammer in the woods and then walk away and there's nothing linking you, you know?
Yeah. Because, like, I'm like, you know, I guess to go to like an example of like, you know, I feel like there was a lot of conversation about like Jeffrey Dahmer. Was it last year when that Ryan Murphy show came out? I think it
I'm not too
was.
sure.
But regardless, like, you know, because I think Dahmer is one of those people, you know, because it's like him, Ed Gein, Charles Manson, what's that guy's name? John Wayne Gacy, people like that. Like, I think part of where that kind of mythos comes from is that people assume it's like, oh yeah, this person was really, like with Jeffrey Dahmer, like assuming, oh, he was so smart and so like meticulous, when in reality it's like, no, he was mostly preying on gay black men, and that was why they didn't look into it, because cops. Like, it wasn't that he was so skilled, it was that the
Didn't give a shit. I
yeah,
guess.
the US law enforcement is racist and homophobic, you know.
Well, shit. Yeah, because like, even if you have like a puzzle master, like a fucking what's it? Zodiac killer or something.
Yeah.
Like, hey, you know, a really good cipher is hard, but not impossible to like decrypt. You know,
Yeah.
making an unsolvable cipher isn't the sign that you're smart. It's the sign that you kind of fucked up, and you made something that's nonsense.
Yeah.
You know,
No, it's true.
like that isn't a win. You made a bad puzzle. Like,
Yeah. It's like, because it is a thing where it's like you have people looking at that, because I think everybody knows about like the big famous Zodiac killer cipher, where it's like they've been trying to figure it out for like what, like 40 years at this point, I guess. And it's like, okay, but what if he's just talking out of his ass, you know?
what if he fucked the thing up? And of course, it doesn't make sense with any of these systems because he fucked up. You know, like
Yeah. Yeah, and Faye, you make a good point. It's like, it reminds me of how, like, oh, what the fuck is that guy's name? Is it John Douglas? He works for the FBI, and it's like, he has this, like, idea of, these are the patterns in serial killers, but like, he himself has never actually caught a serial killer using things based on these commonalities that he's come up with. And so it's like, it's one of these things where it's like, it's not necessarily true. It's more like you've kind of put together what you see as a pattern, when in reality, like, these things don't always carry over. Like, it's a thing that maybe gets claimed, but it's not always true.
Oh, well, if they act weird, then, and if they're antisocial, and, well, what about that one guy who went on, like, what was it, The Price is Right, or like some dating show, and was like very social, you know? And
Yeah.
stuff like that.
Well, because I remember, like, because there was an interview, I think it was with, like, was it, like, John Wayne Gacy's sister or something, where, like, you know, they asked her, like, did you see these kind of warning signs in him, like the sort of isolated nature, or like having no empathy, or like hurting animals or whatever? And it's like, and she was like, no, like he was very nice to me, he never did some of this stuff. Like it's just, it's one of these things where like you have those ideas that have kind of been nailed down as like these are the serial killer stereotypical traits, when like in reality a lot more of that I think is just based on people like John Douglas putting together a idea of like, oh, here are the commonalities, even though it's like, okay, but you've never actually caught a serial killer using this information, like, which I think is kind of telling, because it's like, if you can't even like find someone based on that information, what does that say about how reliable that method is? You know what I mean?
Sorry, I was eating seeds, but yeah, no, I do agree with you.
Yeah. Yeah. But no, I mean,
I was living my bird life, yeah.
I know. I know you were having a fun seed time. But one of our instructors literally showed us the coin toss scene from No. Yeah, it's like it's stuff like that where it's just like it's more like playing into this like kind of what's the word I'm looking for? Examine their insatiable appetite for seed. It's true, yeah. I tell you what.
You know my favorite Gundam series is
What?
Gundam Seed.
Yes, yeah.
That's not true.
No, it isn't.
That's the one that sucks. Anyways.
Mm.
Mm.
Hot takes.
Yeah.
Or yeah, archetype. Yeah, yeah, that's a good word for it. Faye.
Which from Mercury? Okay, yeah. I like Thunderbolt because it made me sad. Anyways,
That's kind of a commonality with you, isn't it, when it comes to Gundam?
this one made me sad, or that I like Thunderbolt.
Yeah, it made me sad. Like,
Yeah. War in the Pocket made me sad, and also the Camphor and the Gundam Alex are top tier designs in my eyes. Very simple, and yet they have enough differentiating themselves. But
nobody talk about War in the Pocket. I haven't seen the end yet.
yeah, nobody talk about War in the Pocket.
Everybody, shut up.
Transforming pretty boys and homosexual birds.
Homosexual birds.
Might I recommend John Carpenter's The Thing?
So
Oh.
true.
Common Writer. Okay. Does The Thing? I don't think there's birds in The Thing. I was just thinking of transforming.
No, there's a dog though.
Good enough.
I say dog in air quotes. Dog.
Dogs are like birds, you know. They both eat seed.
Yes. I mean, look at us.
Look at us. But no. What's your consensus on this story? We're using the MythBusters scale of like. Like I think there's like there's busted where it's like not true. There's like true, and then there's like possible. It's like,
well, I mean, thing is, it's hard for us to say true with these because it's like we can't verify them unless they're literally verified.
okay. Are we just plausible, and busted then?
I mean, I
Plausible and implausible. Yeah. Also, Luna. What about Kabuto when you like kick people in half? Plausible.
yeah, I think I think generally we should function on just a broad idea of like plausible or implausible, I guess. Like, yeah.
Okay. I would count this one as this could happen, and it's just boring enough to be a true story.
Yeah, no, I feel like this is plausible. I feel like there's nothing in this that nothing stands out to me as like this doesn't make sense. It all to me feels like, yeah, this could happen.
But anyways, Common Rider. My mind.
I told all of you no more anime and pizza. What did I say? You're all banned from talking about it ever again. But no, let's go.
EMC anime has a bone to pick
This
with
took place in
you.
November of 2005.
No.
Each year, my job
A fucking year. Thank you. Someone finally. Thank you.
Seen as
Fucking
a heavy
year.
birthday this year.
God.
And the
Decided to
Common
take a
Rider is
week off to visit different
tonkatsu,
states
not
around the
anime.
US.
So
To get around, for
Eh.
the most part, I would actually hitchhike, which is something I've done multiple times in the past.
It's all anime to me.
Despite all the horrible recognition it gets nowadays, I actually really enjoy doing it.
Wolfie said
I've met a lot of
plausibly
people through
busting.
hitchhiking that
That's
still
what
I saw
call friends
that,
to this
yeah.
day. Anyway,
Wait, we're talking over this November
sorry,
2005
yeah.
story.
this took place in November of 2005. Each year, my job would give us 10 vacation days. And see-
No, Luna, I know. It's all anime to me. Everything's anime. What you're watching right now, this is anime.
I hadn't yet used any this year. I decided to take a week off to visit different states around the US. To get around, for the most part, I would actually hitchhike, which is something I've done multiple times in the past. Despite all the horrible
Okay.
recognition it gets nowadays,
What's
I
with
actually
this
really
photo?
enjoy doing it. I've met a lot of people through hitchhiking that I still call friends to this day.
It's called a road exam.
It was around 2 p.m. I was walking down the road, giving the usual thumbs up
See? Like you said.
hitchhikers typically give.
I'm trying to see
It
if
had been
this
a while
is
since my last
AI
ride,
road or not.
and I'll be the first to admit I was getting a little desperate.
It might be,
Eventually, a red pickup truck pulls up next to me. Inside were two men. My best guess is they were in their 40s. One of them asked me where I was going, to which I responded. They both looked at each other for a second, then back at me and signaled me to get in. They seemed normal enough, and so I tossed my bag in the back, got in, and shut the door. But I quickly realized the whole floor of the vehicle was completely covered in different types of bullets. Before I had time to even rethink my decision, we were already going 60 down the highway. I tried to engage in some small talk to
Faye
ease the
moment.
tension, and it actually sort of worked. But somehow the topic landed on how one of the guys had just gotten out of prison for aggravated assault. And a disturbingly short amount of time later, they started asking me how much money I had. This is when I started to realize I could be in some serious danger. Now, I had been
Wait,
hitchhiking
what's-
for a couple days by that
Sorry, what's the bullet story here?
Oh yeah. Should I could say it, but maybe Faye wants to. I guess I'll give it overview.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah, yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, they used to do like vagabonding, like walking around, and they told me a story of they hopped into a truck one time hitchhiking, and like there was like shotgun shells and shit on the floor,
I see. Okay.
and they were weird, and they kept their hand on their big ass fucking knife the whole time.
I see. Okay.
But I was like, oh, same group, huh? Cool.
Same group. Everybody just super methy. Yeah, I can believe that.
Point. I didn't look the best, and so I tried to play it off that I was homeless and had no money whatsoever. This response was met with complete silence. And for the next 30 minutes or so, not a single word was said. Though, multiple times, I would catch the driver looking up at me through the rearview mirror. I honestly just tried to ignore it, something I regret doing to this day. Fast forward 15 minutes, and to my horror, the driver turned off the highway and started down some
Bad
unpopulated dirt
idea.
road.
You say you're homeless.
I
That means you're
instantly shut up and
disposable.
said, dude, where are we going?
He's talking into the
After 15
beanie
seconds
again.
of no response. While the car was still driving, I grabbed my bag, unlocked the door,
Like, do you think he
and
literally
full-on
cups his
dove out of the
hands
car.
over his face? Like,
Instantly, I looked up to
It's
see
probably a
the
filter.
slam on its brakes, shortly after followed by the reverse lights turning on. I cannot explain to you how fast I got up and ran into a nearby cornfield. I ran for 5 minutes, when I swear I could hear gunshots behind me. They were clearly distant, but still. I ran for another 5 minutes. When
gunshots.
I reached the side of the main highway. I would then call the police, explain the situation and my current location, and wait in the cornfield until an officer arrived. I would then be driven to the nearest police station, where I would file a police report. Though, in terms of descriptions, there wasn't really much I had to give, other than 2 men inside a red pickup truck. I hadn't gotten the license plate number, and I didn't even really see the full faces of the guys, or even remember them. The whole situation was no doubt the scariest thing I've ever experienced. I don't completely know what those guys had
Yummy
planned,
corn, take a
but
bite.
I truly believe I could have
Yeah,
lost
yes,
my life that
Wolfie.
day.
Yeah.
While I still hitchhike
That's the
occasionally,
most important part
I'm
of
now
this story.
far more
Yeah.
cautious in the cars I get into.
Okay. So Here- here's my go-to thing about this.
Yeah, tell me about the cornfield, guys.
Whenever someone gives, and I realize this doesn't, because part of me is like willing to hear this and go, yeah, this is possible. The thing that is fucking with me, Wolfie, you fucking beat me to it. But no, the thing that is making me kind of, yeah, see, I think that's the thing, Luna, is like the details feel so vague, and yet the amounts of time feel so precise. And that feels weird to me. Like,
It feels like masking detail.
yeah, it's like it feels weird to me. Like, the time, like, because stuff like that always feels weird to me, where it's like, so sorry, like, you could just be saying, we drove for a while and I like told them this stuff. Like, were you looking at your watch or something? I mean, like, I don't know. Some of those I can, yeah, exactly. Look, exactly, Luna. It's like, I can believe that when you're like in the car, maybe you're looking at your watch going like, oh, it's been like 30 minutes, 45 minutes, etc. But when you're like running through a cornfield, you're not gonna run 5 minutes and then like stop and go, oh, it's been 5 minutes, and then keep running. Like,
Well,
it's,
it's where you don't have specific details, and so it is essentially the times don't really matter to the overall arcing of the story.
yeah.
So it is faux like detail padding, so it sounds specific and true and with all this detail, but it's really none of the important details are getting through, but it sounds detailed,
Yeah, no, it's a thing where I feel like, yeah, that is a thing I feel like happens a lot with these things, where you have a situation where they'll take a story and they won't give you like the actual useful information. Instead, they'll give you information that you don't really need, and that someone in the situation wouldn't be focused on, like as an attempt to cover up the kind of lack of other information that would actually be meaningful and useful.
Well, because it's like
Yeah, exactly, Luna. It's like, you remember you were walking for 5 minutes, but you don't remember anything about these guys? Like, I find that hard to believe.
I do think I might be jumping ahead a bit. I'll say it more towards the end.
Mm-hmm.
We are
Literally sounding like a detective.
you're detecting it so much. Oh my god.
Detect
Like-
you in a minute.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Well, bodacious time gap. Tell me what you're doing between these periods.
Bodacious time
Cross-examine.
gap.
Yeah, I need to cross-reference this with your colleagues' stories there. But we'll get back to you, Buckaroo.
Yeah, it's true. I've played Deadly P.
Yeah, you played Deadly Prey.
The funny thing is that the only reason I didn't guess the killer in Deadly P was that it was the two people who I'd ruled out because I thought it was too obvious.
Yeah, no, from Laz's Deadly P streams.
Yeah. It's there's a lot of stuff here that I feel like doesn't quite track. Like, I think this scenario is definitely plausible, but like some of the details here to me feel a little untrue. Like,
What if they were really thin?
I mean,
Thin enough to squeeze through the corn stalks easily and outpace them.
yeah. I think that generally I would go with like the situation feels plausible, but yeah, like Luna, like you're saying, it's like I don't think the situation feels like all enough details are there to make it. See, and I was so hopeful when they were like November of 2005, but then it's like, no, you don't have other information.
Yeah. And I do think they jump the gun because I think they're like a stick bug is what I was suggesting, like an actual beanpole.
Oh, I see. Like
and
they're yeah.
Like a little pencil mascot with like little arms and legs at the bottom.
They're like one of those like the wacky waving inflatable guys,
But like a spaghetti noodle, yeah.
yeah.
Sorry, I was interrupting your Family Guy bit. Go on.
No, I was just talking about the inflatable arm flailing guys.
Yeah, true. And they are fun. They are fun. But,
They are fun.
I do think they jumped the gun on the story a bit. Like, it was plausibly spooky enough, like saying, I'm homeless, and being like, well, you don't have money, but also now you're disposable and
Yeah.
don't have anyone looking for you, you know? And so, like, they're doing something sketchy here in this cornfield. And so I jump out, and then the guns come out, and they go bam, 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 and I
'Cause-
lose interest.
See, I think
It's like, okay.
I think the other thing that I run into with this is like, I feel like we're all on the same page here that the implication they're going for is this is a robbery, right? Like a robbery and or murder, most likely. And so it feels weird to me that like they wouldn't, upon hearing that he's homeless or like, I mean, unless unless they didn't believe him, but like, if it seemed suitably reliable that he probably didn't have very much money, it's like, I would think you just drop him off at that point, you know? Like, why go to the trouble of taking him over to a fucking cornfield and trying to kill him? Like,
I feel like they believed him.
yeah, no, I kind of do,
Like they
yeah.
They just were gonna do a murder. Just picking up stragglers just to do it, you know?
Yeah, and see, that's the thing where that doesn't track to me, is like, I have a hard time believing that two dudes would pick somebody up for no reason other than just to kill them. I mean, it's possible, but like,
I mean,
that to me feels like we're getting back into like the stereotypical serial killer behavior, and I'm just like, more often than not, crimes are not motivated by just people killing random people for no reason. Like, typically you either it's like you're trying to get money, or it's like a crime of passion, or it's, you know, it's like it's against someone who you have a grudge against, or like it's a, you know, it's motivated by ideology. Like, I just find it hard to believe that two random dudes would be picking somebody up and still choose to try and kill them when they don't think they're going to get any profit out of that. It doesn't track to me.
I mean, unless they like, yee bubby, we hate homeless people, and we want to clean up our streets, and these stragglers coming in from out of town.
Yeah.
Like, you got money, we'll rob you. No money, homeless, you're gone.
Yeah, and like,
Win-win.
I think that's the other thing, Luna. I think you make a good point there. Like, I don't understand why, like, if they were planning to do this, why would he admit to having been in jail for aggravated assault? Like, if you're getting someone on the defensive by doing that, like, why give that information? There's no reason to give that information, you know?
I think it was just a way to get the information out there to be like, these are scary people. I don't know.
Yeah, could be.
Hey, listen, it could have been a Slurpee booty situation.
Yeah, I mean, the old Slurpee bee, it's possible.
Like, these could be like Texas Chainsaw Massacre characters.
Yeah.
Just being like, man. So it doesn't give the very important part of where he was, the other guy in the passenger seat was lighting a fucking wire coat hanger until it got hot and like scratching his head with it.
Oh god, he does do that. Yeah, that's really fucking nasty. I hate it when he does that.
Is it like to scratch around the meat, or is it to like heat up the metal and feel like a brain worm?
I really don't know.
It's strange. I don't like it.
It's
Any,
yucky.
like,
Yeah.
weed
It's,
stuff off it. It's
yeah. No. It's gross. It's really nasty. That whole thing. I would explain what we're talking about. Also, hey Fern. I've still got your stream open, by the way. I'm still looking at Fox McCloud.
What?
But no, yeah, we've just been, Fern, we've been listening to spooky stories and trying to judge if they hold any actual merit or if it's just a bunch of bullshit. Which, so far, we've had like one plausible one and two that seem like they're kind of unlikely, all things considered.
Fair, yeah.
But no, I mean, I think, like we said, I feel like this situation is plausible, but the weird kind of lack of specifics, the boiled one phenomenon, I don't think I have. Zam, haven't you talked about that, didn't you?
Hold up. I was looking at Fern. Who said the boiled one?
Fern said that, yeah.
Yeah, I think series on the shorter side. I think I might be done already, but that was something I was like looking at, like, this might be something worth checking out.
Yeah.
I think they either really good prosthetics or surprisingly advanced animatronics. I think is what they have. Unless I'm thinking of something else. But no, I think I might have been thinking of that other thing I saw.
Fair.
I don't know. It's fucking I Feel Fantastic core.
I feel fantastic.
No.
No, but what are we feeling? We've got like I'm drawn to oh yeah, they
Field trip.
they did have a cameo in Smiling Friends, didn't they?
Did they?
Yeah, the I Feel Fantastic. They were apparently, it was didn't they also have Doug Walker on there?
Season 1?
No, the it was a recent episode. I think they had a few different people.
Yeah, I only saw the first episode of season 2.
Thank you. Thank you, Fern, for the link to that.
They had Chill's cameo.
Did they?
Yeah, Chills was like ordering from like a drive-through or like a menu, like I'll take a number 15.
Oh, that's funny.
You know.
No, but I was gonna say, I feel like I'm sort of drawn to either the horrifying true high school stories or field trip stories.
Field trip stories. I don't know, we never went on many field trips because our class was awful.
What? I'm trying to think what field trips I went on.
We
I
to the
went
pumpkin
on. I went on a field trip to a sewage processing plant.
Oh, we would go to like the pumpkin farm and like pick out a pumpkin and like bring it home to carve.
Yeah, see, that sounds more fun than the sewage processing plant.
What? Why is that a good idea?
It was because this was when I was going to private school. And
Fresh steaming helping after.
no, although I will say I did have to like basically someone who went to the school, their dad worked in sanitation and worked at this processing plant. Which was how, I mean, they even got like the green light to make that happen to begin with, but yeah, it was weird. It was like you're just kind of walking around and there's just giant pools of sewage. And they're just there. And it's like, wow, this smells fucking disgusting. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, because usually you go to like, oh, we're going to the something corn factory. Oh, here's the corn factory. We turn corn into many things like flour and this and that and corn syrup. Here, kids, try these sodas made with corn syrup that came from this plant or whatever.
Yeah, it wasn't like that. It was just like, hey, here's the sewage. Have fun.
Check this shit out.
Literally, yeah. Quite literally.
I wonder if they couldn't afford any other field trip other than, yeah, well, let's just go to where this person's dad works.
I think, no, because we did go on a field trip to, like, the Getty, and that was kind of cool.
Well, okay. Like a museum.
Yeah, I think it was, yeah, was it the Getty Villa or the Getty? I think it was the Getty Villa.
We went to the Gap. Is this a local business?
Here, drink this sewage water. It's very yummy. No, I think we should check out the, because also it says allegedly in the title, so it's like they got us, you know? They got us with the allegedly.
They're kind of all over the. They're not all over the place. They're in two very specific areas.
Yeah, maybe don't tell them then. Don't spill the beans like that. Also, we don't need this ordinary sausage tab open anymore.
I was gonna make a joke. I'm surprised how many there are in beyond this area, though.
Many?
Oh. Well, because we have two. There's two of them around me.
Ah, I see.
Well, there used to be two. Now there's only one. The other one's up though. There's one all the way over there. Seriously?
All the way over there. No, let's.
Just
you ready
out
to?
in the woods?
Do you want to get
Oh
going
my
with
God.
this one?
Sorry. Yeah, sorry.
It's all good. Also, yeah, Luna, be careful over there. You know.
Throughout my time in middle school, I went on a lot of different field trips. My school kind of believed in the idea that field trips hold a lot of educational value, and that's something I would definitely agree with. We went to a lot of different places, but no matter what, at least once every year our class would go to the zoo. I was in 7th grade. It was near the end of the school year, and this is the day our school was scheduled to take that.
Yeah, I got you, Luna. Sure.
Now, we didn't live near a big city, so we weren't able to go to some big city zoo. Rather, we went to this
Big
smaller,
city zoo.
still decently sized zoo surrounded by forest.
Wow.
It was actually really well known where we
Navy
lived,
strength.
so despite its location, it saw a decent amount of business. Nowadays, however, I think the place went out of business, but I could be wrong. Our class had about 40 people. we would all travel in one group and take a predetermined route. But what sucked is, because we had such a big group, we didn't move quick enough to be able to see the whole zoo.
Hang on.
Mm-hmm.
I need to go back to that subtitle.
Be wrong. Our class had about 40 people. We would all travel in one group and take a predetermined route. But what sucked is, because we had such a big group,
Oh, never mind.
we weren't quick enough to be able to see the whole zoo.
What did you
Get
think?
around the
I thought it said something else.
sneak away from the group and create our own route just for the two of us. Heads were counted at the start of the trip, at lunch, and at the end of the trip.
It's fine.
As long as we made sure to be with the group at those times, we knew no one would notice. Not even 10 minutes after our group set off, and we split away.
Oh, you're giving me times again.
Different parts
God.
of the zoo, all the way up until lunch. When lunch
You have to
came,
keep track of the
we
times to make
ourselves
sure they
back
check
into
up.
the group like nothing even happened. It went so smooth, in fact, that we had planned to do the exact same thing after lunch. Even with our pace, there were a few enclosures we didn't get to see yet. One I really wanted to see was the bat enclosure. It was actually probably the enclosure the zoo was most known for.
I see the
this whole
bats.
cave entrance setup,
The
man-made of
bats,
course.
the
and
bats.
inside were the bats themselves.
Bats, the bats.
But
We have
it was
bats
cool
around here.
because they had to like reverse simulate night and day with the lights, so that way the bats would be awake when the zoo had visitors.
They fly at me
This meant that during the day, besides
They
a
go
few
ran.
lights to let visitors see,
A little bit,
it was
yeah.
completely dark. So once lunch ended,
In the early
we once
hours
again
of the
split from
morning when
group
it's just
and this time
barely
headed to the
dawn,
bat enclosure.
You can actually see them flying
Like I just
around.
described, it was dark. I could tell there were a few other people in there, but not too many. I was physically pointing something out to Carson when I felt someone grab my arm with a good amount of force. I looked over, and it was some guy in one of the zoo employee uniforms. He told me we weren't allowed to touch the glass, something I wasn't actually even doing, and said the two of us would have to follow him. We were of course a bit startled. We did not want to get in trouble with the zoo, because we knew that meant we would in turn get in trouble with our school. So, we followed
Batman
him.
is there.
He led us through a few dark passageways, until
Is this
finally
just the
I could see that
theater?
neon glow from an exit
Anyways.
sign. He was taking us outside. He then opened a door, and all the light from outside seeped in. We continued to follow him. We went outside and the door closed behind us. That's when we realized that all that was out there was the forest and an old car parked against the building with nothing but its trunk open. We had no idea what we were doing out here.
Are there candy
And
bars
that's
in
when
there?
Ron told us to get in. There was no need for him to specify. There was nothing else for us to get into other than the trunk of this vehicle. That's when we were starting to realize something was definitely wrong. We frantically turned around and tried the door, but it had locked itself when it closed. When we turned back around, we noticed the guy now had a knife and was pointing it in our direction. He started shifting it towards the trunk in such a way like he was telling us to hurry. Carson and I looked at each other, then back at the guy. I yelled out one word, run,
my God.
and we did. We were able to just barely get past the guy. He then ran directly into the forest, where we knew he'd have a tough time chasing us. I don't know how long we ran, but it was long enough to lose the guy. I knew that if we turned right, we would eventually hit a fence to the zoo. So we did, and sure enough, we hit a fence. The two of us jumped it unnoticed, and we're now both back in the zoo. A few minutes later, we found our class and regrouped with them, completely out of breath. Once again, we went unnoticed. Carson and I agreed to keep quiet about the whole thing. It sounds selfish, but at the time, we knew if the school found out about what we went through, they would massively cut down on the amount of field trips offered. So,
Would they?
with the rest of the day like nothing even happened.
Yeah, a couple of your students
few
almost
days
got
later, I
kidnapped,
get a
so
text
let's
from
not
Carson.
do as many field
It
trips,
was a
huh?
group photo our whole class had taken near the entrance of the zoo just before leaving. There was a text under it. It read, "Look in the top left corner." I frantically reopened the image. There, standing in the background near the top left corner, was the guy that had tried to
Guy
kidnap
that had
us.
tried to kidnap us.
Yeah, they're doing the
Question.
fucking creepypasta thing.
His face wasn't even blurry, and he was looking directly at the camera as the picture was taken. This picture absolutely horrified us. I didn't think the guy was a real employee. I kinda just assumed he had somehow stolen the uniform. But seeing this
That-
picture made me think otherwise.
okay.
At the end of the day, real employee or not, I just hope this guy never got a chance to try and kidnap any other unsuspecting kids.
He probably did if he worked there. Like,
He probably got so many.
okay, so
Story 2.
Yeah, Luna, I completely agree. Yeah, it went from entirely plausible to no, this didn't happen. Like,
With the photo.
well, no, not really with the photo, more with like, I mean, well, here's a few things. I mean, maybe this is just me, but I I know kids are gullible. And I know that maybe some kids aren't like as well versed in like stranger danger as other kids are, but like if I was their age, if I was old enough to be in school and going on field trips,
I mean,
if some
what grade they were in? Or-
I don't think it did. Did it? Maybe it did. Did you say what year?
Throughout my time in middle school,
Middle school. Okay, yeah. If I don't, I find it hard to believe that two middle schoolers, regardless of whether you're like, grade 6, 7, 8, regardless, like, I have a very hard time believing that you'd go along with a guy leading you like that far outside to a car. Like, surely at some point you're gonna pick up on what's going on and just fucking not go along with it. Like,
I don't know. If I thought I was in trouble, it's like, oh shit, I'm in trouble. Like, what are you gonna do? Say like no, because then you get in more trouble. You know, like not in the car, but like through the door, and then you see the car, and then things are like, you know,
I mean,
like I think
I
I
sure
would follow someone through a door. I would not get in the back of their car. I'd be like,
see. I think the thing is, in my mind, what I would have done in that position is like, if they're trying to take you somewhere, I feel like because generally, I don't know. I find that a little.
I mean, like, if somebody's like, "Oh, this is an employee. We got in trouble for touching the glass." If I'd be like, "I didn't touch the glass. It's fine. Oh, whatever."
Yeah. Also, you all keep theorizing. I need to use the little dog's room. I'll be right.
I actually need to use the bathroom.
Oh, okay. Then we'll all take a break.
Woo. Everybody, talk amongst yourself. Give us lots of.
Oh, Shay. I'm glad
Shay,
you're
you got
here.
just in time for piss.
You got here just in time for piss. No, but I'm glad you're here. I hope you've been doing good. I know you've been busy lately.
Yeah, no, the photo really does sling it back into. It goes from like plausible to then they run into the woods. It's like
yeah, the photo.
Lost the ending.
The photo doesn't help, but yeah, we'll be back in a second.
Yeah.
I'll leave y'all with the BRB thing. Oh, I clicked on the wrong thing.
Yeah, everybody tell Shay the premise all at once. Everybody.
Oh, Triss too. Hi, Triss. We'll be back in a second. Alright. Back in the room. What Gauss did I miss? Hang on. Let's see. Da, 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 da.
And every pony. People are asking who did the BRB art and
Oh.
also about server. Yeah.
Oh yeah. I need to get. I'll put a link in the credits section, but I think it's Enox on Twitter with 2 E's.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, they did really good stuff. I need to get that thing in there.
True.
Da, da, da.
Woo woo.
Woo.
But
sorry, I'm going through just whatever I missed.
yes. Hello. And,
Clappers,
yeah.
clappers. Where'd you get those bappers? Shay, I love that. That's fantastic.
Mm-hmm. And yes, the premise of this, for people who are coming in recently, is we are watching these allegedly true stories and seeing, are they true? Do we think they're true? Doing some detective work, you see.
Yeah.
With the help of all you funny animals to really sleuth this one out, definitive style.
Working it out. But no, yeah, no, on the Discord thing, admittedly I was considering putting together like a new server, but I like, because I you know, Sam, I said this to you offline, and I know that like you didn't necessarily feel great about it, but I sort of made the point of like, it sort of feels kind of redundant to have like my own thing when it's like it's basically all the same people, you know?
Yeah, there was a couple people unique to yours, but
Yeah.
admittedly in like the food channel and stuff, there was a lot more activity. So I think that is something to consider, is should just having that be the combined channel, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I think yeah.
Mm-hmm. Because I mean, we do stuff together all the time, pretty much.
I mean,
So it's almost like a separation of like.
I mean, we pretty much exclusively do stuff together at this point, like.
Yeah, fucking small streamer discords are hard enough to keep active, anyways.
Yeah.
Even when you're like just solo, let alone splitting an audience, you know?
Yeah, I mean, I think like I think it's a thing to talk about, but like I do think that having just one is probably a better thing to do, because I mean, we'd even been talking about offline the idea of like having a combined channel, but we didn't really come to a conclusion with that. It was more just like a conversation we had.
True. Yeah, I mean, because I guess running on the same OBS settings are the same, even if you run on the same, depending on like client you use. I mean, you don't even use OBS; you use Streamlabs.
Yeah, I mean, because you know, you can still, regardless of what software you're using, you can still stream to the same location and everything. But you know, I think the only complication with that is like it then gets into the question of like, whose channel do we use? because
Mhm.
like
I mean, oh, it'd be so like unless we just go like, hey, new one, everybody, new one.
I
and
mean,
it's hard to combine.
yeah, the only problem with that is like then it would also be a process of getting that channel to the point of being an affiliate.
Mhm.
Um,
I guess like yeah, we have a solid amount of like people who come around and hang out, but like
yeah.
some people are just like there are other people who subscribe and not subscribe but like follow from just like places around who don't keep up as much for an announcement like that, which would be pretty important. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if it necessarily makes a huge difference at the end of the day. Like, just doing stuff on our respective channels. Like, I don't know if it's that big of a deal. Like, I mean, it's all a thing to talk about, but yeah. Anyway, I feel like we reached a conclusion with this one that it could be real, but the creepypasta ass ending doesn't really track.
Yeah, no, the creepypasta-ness of it does shine through because like it's like this is a true story, and then there's always this need to add that little bit extra,
Yeah, it's like the twist. They want to add a twist, and then
Mhm.
Licking the beans. My God.
Take that, Triss. Haha.
Gotcha.
I used to live near a couple pretty well-known state parks. as a
Making her
kid.
look up from her art,
This
like,
was
hey,
back when I was in elementary school, and the elementary school I went to,
Hey,
they
what
actually
you
used the parks
doing?
as field trip material.
also another
They'd take us
elementary
out there and
school.
teach us about plants, wildlife, just nature-centered stuff.
Did you say elementary school?
If I remember
This is
correctly,
an
I was
elementary.
in first, or second grade when this
Oh.
happened. The school had another one of these state park field trips planned. My whole class rode up on a bus. There were probably about 50 or 60 of us, so definitely not the easiest to keep track
Nice
of.
rhyme.
Regardless, however, the trip was going well. Eventually, it got to around lunchtime. Now, the state park
Thank you,
had this
Wolfie.
playground, just like when you'd see at a regular
Yeah,
elementary
yeah.
school. When we finished our lunch, we were allowed to go and play on it. Being a kid, I of course ate as fast as I could and went to go play. I remember I was by myself on a swing set that was sort of in a back corner of the playground. Really, I was waiting, because I guess I'd finished so quick that there weren't really any other kids to play with yet. I was looking out at the trees. waiting.
I assume you mean the Lickas, Nokia, which, yeah, it's a good combo.
I don't think. Have we unleashed the raw power move yet? I feel like I keep on putting something in between it, but do you just wanna? Should I get it out there? Should I hit
Yes,
them?
you should.
Do you have a message highlight?
I don't think so, but I could pin it.
There we go.
Fools. Yeah.
You fools! Oh my.
There you go, Luna.
God.
Pinned.
Whoa.
Oh my God.
Holy shit.
Deserved pin the sax. I think the sax is like the best goddamn
It was a good idea.
yeah, I know it's really the best redeem I ever came up with. Oh, the little oh yeah, the hopper. I was gonna say creature, but no, it's hopper.
Noticed
It is a
older
little
guy.
creature.
Anyway, enough Frenching in chat. The sax, the holy object. Yeah. Oh,
French.
don't talk about Pepe Le Pew.
50 or 60 of us.
Too hot for
Come
Twitch.
on,
It's
girl.
true.
Keep track of.
Don't stop it.
Regardless, however, the trip was going well. Eventually, it got to around lunchtime.
Don't talk about Pepe.
Now, The state park
Bit
had this
there.
playground, just like one you'd see in a regular elementary school.
I'm rewinding because we
finished our
we were too
lunch,
busy
a lot of
talking
people
about
on it. Being a
everything.
kid, I of course ate
And
as
Pepe
fast
Le
as I
Pew.
could
Pepe
and
Le
went to go
Pew
play.
getting canceled. Yeah.
No.
By myself on a swing set that was sort of in a back corner of the playground. Really, I was waiting because I guess I'd finished so quick that there weren't really any other kids to play with yet. I was looking out at the trees when I noticed an older guy, I would guess early 50s, partly hiding behind a tree looking at me. When he noticed I saw him, he stepped down from behind the tree completely, jokingly saying something about how I had caught him. He started walking closer towards me, and that's when I realized he had a camera in his hand. He started taking
Whoa.
pictures of me, and when I asked what he was doing, he explained how he worked for a magazine company and needed new pictures for the front cover. 7 or 8
Content warning, perhaps.
people
Just
on me
to
told
put
me
that out
about
there.
it. I mean, I genuinely remember
What?
thinking how cool it
I'm not sure where they're going with this. So
Oh, with the
just
story. Oh,
yeah, like
okay.
content warning in terms of might be going in a rough direction.
of a magazine.
Uh-oh.
The guy then began asking personal questions, like what my address was, what my parents did for work, what their phone numbers were,
Or not.
and what my social security number was. I couldn't really answer most of his questions.
Trying to
'cause,
steal this
again,
kid's
I was
credit
just a
card?
kid. I didn't even know what his social security number was. But nonetheless, I answered his questions to the best of my ability. The guy then said he needed to go to his car because he forgot to grab something. He asked me if I could go with him. I trusted the guy, so I said yes.
Is this another climb into the trunk,
He began
please?
leading me in the opposite direction of where the other kids were still eating lunch. He was leading me directly into the forest.
I
I looked behind me and could no longer see the playground, rather just trees all around. I asked him where his car was, and he replied saying it was just up ahead. After a couple more minutes, a parking lot came into view. He continued to lead me to a car in the very back. He
Car.
opened up the back seat and told me to get in.
Oh, not the trunk this time.
Looked up at the guy, now
Holy shit.
confused.
Yeah, backseat.
I told him that I thought we were just coming back to get
Wowza.
something. The guy
Whoa.
then sternly repeated himself, this time in a yell. I was completely caught off guard by his sudden change in demeanor. I was now scared, and so I listened to him and got in the back seat. He slammed the door in my face and began running around the car to the driver's side door. He got in and started driving. In a shaky voice, I asked him where we were going. He locked eyes for a second in the rearview mirror, but he didn't answer me. He just had this disturbing, extremely focused look on his face. I tried the car door handle, but the child safety lock was on. I
Oh,
noticed we were
fuck.
nearing the exit of the park, and I
Just
remember
like your
tears
mom's
beginning
car.
to well up in my eyes. This was the most distraught I'd ever been in my life. But that's when I noticed one of those
Oh,
park ranger
God.
pickups pull up behind us. I began frantically flailing my arms through the back window. I really was just doing anything to get the park ranger's attention. The man driving me noticed what I was doing and began shouting at me to get down and lay on the floor. He pulled a gun out from under his seat and started pointing it back at me.
Oh, there we go.
Naturally,
Gun
I
time.
did exactly what he said, but the damage had already been done. The park rangers behind us put on their lights and signaled us to pull over. The man did so, but told me to stay where I was and not say a word. Though this effort would be futile. The park rangers had noticed me. The man was handcuffed first and asked questions second. One of the officers then found me and comforted me. When I told him what happened, backup was immediately called to the scene. The man would of course be arrested. I didn't ride home on the bus that day. Instead, my mom would drive over and pick me up. She was as equally angry with me as she was thankful that I made it out okay.
Ooh.
She both embraced me and scolded me. It's rare for a day to go by where I don't think about this experience. I was saved from a kidnapping simply because of a right place, right time scenario. Those park rangers don't show up when they did, and I'm as good as gone.
I mean, it does seem like kind of like a stupid middle school kid, you know, being like, "Oh yeah, I want to be on a magazine, cool." And then like,
The social security number thing is really taking me out.
yeah, why is it?
Who
It seems like
who fucking walks up to a fucking elementary schooler and goes, "Hey, what's your social security number?"
I mean, if you're just stealing a child to steal a child, you know, like, okay. I guess. But then like being like, what's your social security number? What's your mother's maiden name? Like, is he trying to like fucking steal his credit card information too?
Yeah. Also, the like, this is gonna sound weird, but like, the 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 whole taking pictures thing and camera thing just kind of feels like a dropped plot thread, you know? Like, it feels like that's, like, that was the whole reason I said, like, you know, content warning for maybe, like, this is going to kind of a dark place, but, like, it doesn't really go anywhere. It feels like it's just kind of there for, like, the sensation factor of, like, oh, creepy man taking pictures of you, etc. But it's like, it's not, I don't know, it's weird.
Creepy man taking pictures is a lot more effective when you find the pictures and had no idea there was a creepy man in the first place, and then you realize, oh, I think there might be a creepy man that I just haven't seen.
Also, yeah, Luna, you make a very good point. I feel like realistically, someone doing something like that would just try to fucking book it. Like,
Hoof it. No, he got arrested. Instant cuff.
oh no, I mean like if they were found out while they were trying to like entice this kid.
You think they just go vroom?
I mean like from the very beginning with the whole like approaching him and being like, oh, you found me or whatever. It's like there's a lot of stuff here that doesn't really track for me.
I mean, because I guess he's like, hey, kid, get in my car. You know?
Yeah, it doesn't.
That all these spooky field trip stories just gonna be like about child abduction.
Probably, yeah.
Like all the hitchhiker stories are like I picked up a hitchhiker, or I was a hitchhiker and then someone tried to kill me.
I hope we get a good, like, I don't know. Yeah, I think they would, yeah, I think, yeah, lower it in the case of the park ranger too. There's a lot of stuff here that I feel like doesn't really track. But I don't think I'm exactly alone in that conclusion.
Yeah, 2 or 3 so far. So what do we? I think a fakey fake story. I don't believe that the cops would ever be actively catching crime.
I'm shocked that there were no ghost hitchhiker stories. We studied that one in college.
Yeah, because that's the thing. Like, where it's like they have to have plausible deniability or like allegedly true. We can't go into the supernatural where it would be more entertaining.
Yeah, would the Rangers have handcuffs? I could, maybe. I don't know. I guess depending on like
maybe like for bears. You know, those bear hands.
Ghosts are real though.
And then they snap up.
Yeah, Ferd. Fern's been watching. Is it Ghost Hunters? What are they called, Fern? What's that show called?
The BuzzFeed one?
No. The Ghost Hunters one where they keep like going into people's houses and being like Ghost Hunters House Calls. Yeah, specifically. Where they just go in and they're like, to solve your problem, leave, and also if you have any ashes, throw them away.
Oh, because wasn't there like...
Yeah, if you have family members' ashes in your home, you are fucked. You are fucked.
Ah, shit.
Yeah.
No, wasn't there like a ghost hunting show where it was like, we have some ghost hunters, some like psychic spiritualist people come in, and then we have like house appraisers come in and be like, actually, that's caused by a draft, or like, you have a cat and it's making noise in the night, versus the people who are like, it's ghosts.
Yeah.
And they go, well, I don't know. We'll just have to see which one's right. And it's like trying to play both sides, even though the other person's like, yeah, you have a draft. Your heating system kicks on at this time that you say you hear weird noises. Like,
to solve your problem, put out a warm bowl of milk and put an egg by the toilet. Easy. Also leave cheese by the wall cracks. You're so right, Shay. You're so right.
You have a I joked that I had a dried pepper hob in my house because I couldn't find my dried peppers the other day.
Oh, that's right. Zam made some.
Where's the hobs?
Zam made some yummy like spicy cheese fries last night.
It was I tried to make a cheese sauce out of queso fresco, I think.
Yeah.
No, I think it was queso blanco, I think.
Hmm. How
It
did
was
that?
weird?
How was that in the end?
Not that much cheese taste to it. I do like the spice. I wish the pepper had more flavor coming through,
Hmm.
but the spice definitely did come through. And careful. Oh yeah, you're right. I can't leave my peppers out too much. I still have some in the fridge actually, but because it's supposed to be like a crumbly cheese, and
Yeah.
so it didn't melt all the way. It got this strange like texture and consistency to it, which I think would work, but maybe not for like a straight cheese dip for like a fry or something. You know?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, very light cheese, which I had to add like I didn't have any fucking I was looking for cumin and we don't have any, so I had to go with like smoked paprika route and like ginger.
Hmm. Yeah.
Because I don't know, it wasn't as flavorful as I hoped, but the consistency is interesting, and I feel like that could be used maybe for like stuffed peppers or something. But,
Yeah, it looked pretty good when you showed it to me. It looked pretty
yeah,
good.
like in like a burrito or like stuffed poblanos, there's things like
Yeah. Yeah.
that.
But no, you should have.
Yeah.
You should have taken pictures and posted it in the thing.
True, I still have some in the fridge. I might do that, but
Yeah.
anyways, back to our child abduction story.
Yes. Also, yes. The don't allow for the dark metamorphosis. It's a very good thing to keep in mind.
Well, I mean,
I took a lot of different art classes in college, and many of them would have a few different field trips scheduled. Usually it was just to an art museum, but some of them were a bit more involved. There was one in particular, I believe it was for this art appreciation class I took.
Wait, this is college.
It was an over-the-weekend thing.
They're not going to get
a
abducted,
few hours
probably.
away, that I guess you could say was kind of known for its art.
Maybe they will.
We
I
were
don't know.
meant to go around the town learning about a few different predetermined pieces and take pictures to prove we win. So it wasn't really a group thing, just kind of a go and on your own time learn about a few different pieces of art. The whole
Okay.
thing was only for extra credit in the class, but it was a pretty substantial amount. I asked one of my friends in the class, who I'll just call Alex, if she wanted to go with me. She agreed, so we reserved a room at some hotel, and that Friday night we started heading over there. The plan was to get there on Friday night,
Oh,
spend all Saturday looking at art, and leave on
Sam, did I lose you? No. Zam, grab my tongue. Hold on. Did you perish? Oh no. Oh, the dark metamorphosis. It's taken hold. This is... Oh, yep. They're gone. This is catastrophic. Well, that problem gets solved. Okay. How's about a tier list? Y'all want a tier list? What do you want ranked? I'll do anything. Zam?
Hi.
Oh, hi. Oh, you're on mobile. Magical.
Unfortunately, I am coming from the mobile dimension. Go Menosai. And then it's being funky, but that's okay, I'm sorry.
Skinamarink has to be its own tier. I actually should try to find a decent. I have a decent one that isn't like a huge undertaking.
And there we go. Yeah, I'm gonna read the subtitles of the spooky story.
All right, gotcha.
Doing some funky stuff.
I found I found there's a horror franchise list, but like that's oh, the Magnus Archives entities vibe ranking. Wow.
Oh, are you like, because the internet is fucky? Are you gonna do a tier list?
I offered that to them, but I could just continue with the stuff.
We could do a candy tier list.
I done that though.
If we want to theme it to this, we could do like what candy would get us into the back of a car.
That's a real it's a really great motivator.
Yeah, to be like, I don't know, jujubes? No, they wouldn't get me in the bag. Although this almond joy, though, you know.
It's true. That would probably convince me. I need to find a horror movie tier list that's actually like, I don't know, good.
Wasn't there like, weren't you planning on doing like a slasher of like, what are they, villains? I don't want to say protagonists.
Oh yeah, I was gonna rank. I was gonna offer to rank slasher villains on fuckability.
Yeah, like Jules Jules.
Who?
Jules Dapper.
Oh yes. Monster tier list in terms of attractiveness. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna see if just. Let's see.
Like Monster Hunter. I could probably do one for Monster Hunter monsters, but you mean just like movie monsters?
That you can't. I looked up Monster Fucker tier list, and they have Nick Wilde on here. That's not. No,
That's not a monster.
that doesn't. You've missed the fucking point of the assignment. Stop.
No, that's just a furry.
This one has him too. Why are people putting Nick Wilde on here?
Nick Wilde is a monster. Didn't you ever read that Zootopia comic?
Yeah, it's true.
He got slapped for a reason.
He's not. He doesn't qualify. I don't think that people making these tier lists understand what they're talking about. Like,
I think they might copy other people's tier lists.
this one is Mr. Peanut Butter. What are you people doing?
Is it a monster tier list?
It's a Monster Fucker tier list.
I think people are confused about what that means.
Yeah, I don't think they get it. I think they're talking out of their ass.
Like weird furry stuff, right? It's like, no, monsters that could like possibly kill you, and that's the appeal.
Yeah, that's that. God.
See, Faye knows what I'm talking about.
Look what I have to work with here. This is just mind-boggling. What is going on? Someone is putting Nick Wilde on all these lists. Why? Why? Oh, here we go. Wait. What tier of monster fucker are you? Here we go.
Okay. Although, I don't actually find Palumu that great. Zinogre up there, but I'd put I don't know. Maybe I'm a basic bitch. The fucking. Let's see.
Who were these people, by the way?
Monster Hunter monks.
Oh, right.
I put Anjanath up there as well as you fucking
This shit doesn't work.
basic Ash. Like Rathalos, Rathian, you know?
Kezu, says Fern.
And Ludroth, top tier, S tier. They're like a big sponge thing, you know?
Oh, I see.
If we were to rate them on that one mod, you know the one.
Yes.
What's the monster with the? I put the Tsitsi-Yaku up there too, the one that like flashes you with its frills, because there's a very specific and detailed mod for that one.
Yes. Also, I found a monster tier list that isn't... it's actual monsters. Like, it's not bullshit, so we can do this one.
Potted.
Here we go, everybody. We got it for real this time.
We love a hotted, sweated monster.
Alright. Please stop giving me cop ads. I don't need them. I don't know what you are.
Do you remember when Archie became a capo?
Actually, hang on.
Come on.
Give me this, and... that didn't fix it.
Speaking of fixing things, I'm gonna go play with the router.
Okay.
But I do have the stream open on my phone. I'm surprised we aren't like looking at these like tier lists together. You know?
What do you mean?
I think we're still looking at the video. Oh wait, no.
No, we're looking at the tier list. See, some of these are like all whited out, and I'm not sure why that is, but I can't tell what the fuck they actually are.
Okay. Also, I've seen good Beetlejuice content. Anyways.
Beetlejuice. What the fuck? Alright, I don't know who the fuck this is. So... No. Undecided. You're going undecided. That one... Who are you?
Who are you?
I don't know who that is. It's going undecided. What are you? I don't know what you are either. Christine... I'm not interested. I don't want to fuck the car.
Looks like a dinosaur.
No, but you're looking at the delay. That's not what I'm looking at anymore.
Yeah. What was the Carnosaurus? Was that like the Jurassic Park ripoff?
It probably was, yeah. Imagine not wanting to fuck the car. Listen, I don't want to fuck the car, alright?
Why not?
Fine, I'll put it in C. There. Unfucking believable. Creature from the Black Lagoon, B. I don't know what the fuck this thing is.
Untenable.
I don't know what you are. What is... The white ones I can't see. Annabelle, get the fuck away from me. I don't know what you are. You...
I love dog.
You're going in D. Oh, is that what's his name from The Burning?
Looking to see if I recognize any of these.
Gotta get up early to do lots of moving stuff. Oh yeah, for sure. Thanks for hanging out, Faye. It was nice to have you.
You go to sleep. Is that what they call it nowadays? Okay.
Wowza. Yeah, have a good eat. Hope you have a good sleep. The Creeper from Jeepers Creepers. I'm willing to put him higher up just because of the gulping noise that he makes. Like, Fern, do you remember that when we watched Jeepers Creepers and he made that incredibly sensual gulping noise?
Did he?
He did, yeah. It was like downright. Yeah, it was very sexually charged. It was powerful.
Is Jeepers Creepers a quirked up white boy busting it down sexual style?
I mean, Justin Long is in it.
So then, yes.
Kinda. The demon thing from Insidious. I mean, they are kind of, they're a little bit, yeah, fair. Belial from Basket Case, D. You... Is that what's his name from you're a Cyclops from something. I'll put you in C. Yeah, it was kind of like the Death Wolf Licky Lips thing.
Interesting. Huh.
Oh, the Djinn from Wishmaster, yeah, yeah. That's an A tier, fella. I don't know. Who are you? Is that... Search image with... That. I don't know who that is. Forget it. I don't know who you are. I almost want to say that's Reggie Bannister, but it doesn't look like him, and also he's not a monster, so it doesn't make sense. What's his name from Evil Dead 2? No. There are better Deadites than him.
Evil Dead the 2.
Yeah. Are you Godzilla, or are you just some kind of generic dude?
Interesting.
I don't know if you're Godzilla. B. I don't know what you are, but you look cute. Hello, Zam. Captain Spaulding, not my type. The Babadook, C. I don't know who that is because it's whited out. Cujo goes in F, but that's just because I don't want to fuck the dog.
Yeah, fair.
Zam, you sound like a robot.
Oh yeah, I'm using my mobile hotspot to use my computer.
Oh, okay, I see.
well.
Michael Myers.
I tried opening up Twitch, but I think I'll just watch you on the phone.
That's fair. Michael, I would put in. Michael's going in B. He doesn't do that much for me. What is this guy's name? The one from Brain Damage. Oh, what is his fucking name? That little guy.
Is there a movie just called Brain Damage?
Yeah, no, there is.
Huh.
What is it like? What is his name? Something with an E, I think.
The Ice Cream Man.
It's the same one who did Basket Case.
Oh.
Same director, I mean. Elmer, that's the one. Yeah.
That reminds me of a Ulmer, which is I think a Fear and Hunger god.
I would imagine they're probably sourced from a similar thing. Like,
I don't know, the Fear and Hunger one's like Jesus but more hardcore.
I see. He's going in D. Pennywise.
I wouldn't.
Thing is, it's not the Tim Curry one. If you get me the Tim Curry one, we can have a conversation, but that's not him.
I mean, it's not the clown part, it's the child predator part. Also, I don't like how big his forehead is.
No, I'm not fond of it either. I'm not sure who you are. I'm not sure who that is either.
Nice.
Jason.
These are like sketches from like a manga or something. What are these?
Or what? What are you talking about?
The black and white ones.
Oh, I think it's something weird where like the browser's fucking them up or something. I'm not sure.
You think so?
Yeah, no, I do. I'm not sure why, but I think it is. Jason's an A tier.
Jason?
I would put Jason in A.
S?
A.
Really?
A. Not S. S.
That's what Luna says. Yeah.
Wait, who? Jason in S? Luna, is that your argument?
I don't know. I think Michael Myers, but only the dog version of Michael Myers that one artist does goes in O's.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but default Michael Myers doesn't do as much for me.
No.
Maybe actually. No, I think yeah, Jason can go in S.
But only Jason from Jason Takes Manhattan, and only after he's kicked the boombox.
Icon. Are you Tris? Are you in agreement about if this was a woman?
Is that Leatherface?
It is Leatherface, yeah.
Also, yeah, you know what, Tristy, those Texas Chainsaw, the movies actually are like pretty good. That is a specific like rot vibe to
I mean,
environments. Yeah.
the first one is like a fucking classic, like masterpiece. The second one is doing something different but not bad.
It still has that like Texas dirt nasty things are fucked vibe.
Yeah.
the environmental ambience of the sets are like, ooh.
Yeah.
So remember when they pour chili in that cup and it spills over and looks really fucking gross?
Yeah, I know that was nasty. I think Leatherface is an A for me.
Yeah.
Jaws.
Fix him. S.
You say that, but
I mean that.
let him cook. I don't know who that is. Invisible Man.
I don't know.
It's an A. Who are you?
Little gremlin. Oh, are the gremlins in here?
They probably are. I don't know who that
The
is,
Ghoulies?
so I probably do know who that is, but I don't remember. The ghoulies are definitely here. I saw one of the ghoulies.
Where are the spiders from Eight-Legged Freaks?
That looks like Loch Ness, in which case
S.
no. You
Oh, this is your list.
I don't know what you are, but I like you. You got big teeth. Don't know who you are. Don't know who you are. Don't know who you are. Can't see you. What's her name from Night of the Demons? Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
We're
we're gonna get to like a Deadite eventually, right?
Well, we had a Deadite already, but it was what's his name from Evil Dead 2, who I was not impressed with.
Where's Chatterer? Where's Chatterer dog? You know,
Pinhead's down there.
Pinhead's down there. I see Ghostface too.
Yeah, we're all in good time.
Ghostface from Scream, not Ghostface from the Wu-Tang Clan.
Yes. I don't know who you are. I recognize the actor, but I don't remember who this is. Like who the character is.
Are they an elf?
No, they're not. I'm not sure. Evil Bong is a hard no. Jack Torrance, I think.
I like his hair, but
The thing is, Jack Nicholson is a very attractive man. But at the same time, it's like he is Jack Torrance. You're going in B. The Ginger Dead Man, no. I don't know.
really, you wouldn't ice the gingerbread.
I wouldn't. No, I know it. I'm sorry, Sam. Hang on, I'm trying to. Ah, there we go. Now we can see shit.
This helps so much.
I don't know what you are, but yeah, you're going there.
Weird little beastie.
Yeah, I don't know what kind of critter you are. I don't know what you are, but you're not doing it for me as much.
The monkey thing. The leprechaun.
The leprechaun. This is really the question.
I like the leprechaun's attitude, especially in like the later movies where they're just kind of fucking around. Besides that, I don't think I'd get with Warwick Davis. I don't know, especially not in like in the leprechaun stuff where he's like all wrinkly and leprechaun-y and like hairy.
I'll put him. I'm gonna be generous and put him in C. What's his name from? Yes. So dreamy. It's true, Fern. It's so true. I don't remember what the fuck this guy's name is, but from Slither, God no. I think he's disgusting. Frankenstein. That's an S. Let's be honest.
Yeah. Tragic. Later on, you know, vengeful, artistic. Amazing and verbose writer once he actually gets into the swing of things, you know. The Fly, the human fly.
That's the Fly. Yeah, I'm putting him in B. Is that... Are you... I want to say that's the original, from the original The Fly, which I'm not as into. I'll have to put you in, like, C. The robots from Chopping Mall.
Hello? Oh, thank God.
Frankenstein first ever emo. It's true. The Fly is good. It's probably one of my favorite Cronenberg
My main
movies.
event's back.
Oh, good.
Is that the first email?
I'm debating the robots from Chopping Mall. It's going.
For things to reload again.
It's going in C. They're going in C. Are you? Is that the fucking? Oh, from Tremors. You're.
Fair enough. Yeah, I told you the Tremors worm, right?
No, you didn't say that. Or I didn't hear it. Maybe I didn't hear it. Tremors worm goes in C.
I swerved to the eight-legged freaks.
I don't know how much of what you're saying I'm actually getting, Zam, because, like, you just didn't... I didn't hear anything for, like, a bit there.
Maybe not.
Yeah, I'm not hearing anything. Like, I mean, I'm hearing you occasionally, but, like... I'm gonna put all these white ones in here because I don't know who they are.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, yeah.
Can you let me back in, please?
Oh, yes. My apologies.
I think the internet is deciding to behave now.
I mean, you say that, but you do just cut out a little bit there.
T.
So we'll see.
No, that's because I was connecting. Hello. Oh my God, I can finally see these.
Put the plant in S tier.
Proper style.
Oh, you mean Audrey too? Maybe. Oh, I already put... Oh, did I not put the... Oh, Xenomorph goes in S tier, yeah. Absolutely. By all means. I don't know who you are.
Audrey 2? Really? Is Audrey 2? I don't know. What's that meat thing?
Meat thing? I'm not sure what that thing is. It? Are you?
The shawarma.
Yeah, Zam. I think I'm not getting a lot of what you're saying. Just FYI. Because it seems like you're cutting out quite a lot. Also, yeah, no, yeah, you're right. That's the thing. It is.
It looks like a rack of shawarma.
Thing goes in C tier. Dude from Hatchet. No. The cave creatures from oh, what the fuck is that movie? Oh, did I lose you again, Sam?
Cave creatures from outer space?
No, from The Descent. You're A tier, yeah. Audrey 2. I'm gonna be generous. You can go in S tier. I want to say that's the Piranha from Piranha 3D. In which case, C tier is fine. You are... I don't know, but you
Hello.
got... Hi.
Hello?
Hi.
Is that a ghoulie in the toilet?
It is a ghoulie, yeah.
Oh my god. Yeah, I switched servers, so hopefully things are better.
Yeah, they got the stuff here. Yeah, I think I can hear you now, Zam. Or maybe not. Yeah, no, the stuff is great. I like that movie a lot. It doesn't seem to have improved, I think.
What's the stuff about?
It's like, oh, how do I explain the stuff? It's like a dessert that is
Yum.
dangerous. Let's put it that way.
Oh, but it's the stuff. It's like a whipped cream.
Yeah,
What does the stuff look like?
it's like a white slime.
Yeah, like a marshmallow. They
The ghoulie is going in B tier. Isaac from Children of the Corn, absolutely not.
literally. I see a amazing. What about Isaac from Dead Space?
Yeah, Zam, you're not coming through like almost at all. It's like I hear a little bit of what you say, and then like it speeds up, and then it like craps out.
Is it at least funny when it speeds up?
Well, it doesn't really speed up. It's more like it just skips over what you said.
Oh, it isn't playing the full thing. Or like, beep, beep, beep.
Yeah, not really. I think this is the... Oh, it made Triss giggle. Okay, we have that at least. I think this is like the cockroach thing from Mimic, in which case, D tier.
Hello.
Snake from... Hi. Snake from Anaconda. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I do see a special friend towards the end of the list, though.
Oh. I see what you mean.
What is the three of the same monster, though?
I was looking at that. Oh, actually, we'll get to him. I know who that is. Candyman, look, Tony Todd is a very attractive man. I rest my case. The Tarman from Return of the Living Dead, another S tier. I mean, let's be honest with ourselves. Stripe, another S tier.
What's Stripe?
From Gremlins, you know, the little guy.
Oh, I never watched Gremlins.
No, I'll have to put that on the list then. The tall man. B.
Is the orb also here?
They did not include the orb.
Fuck. Okay, brain alien though.
From Mars Attacks, C.
Yeah, okay.
I'm not sure who this is. It's probably someone really obvious that I'm forgetting. I'm just gonna put it in undecided. Ghostface. I don't think this is a surprise to anyone.
I mean, is it the Billy Loomis or?
I don't know what you mean.
Oh, is that not the actor's name?
No, it's Skeet Ulrich.
Shit. Okay. Meat pile?
If you haven't seen Scream, you didn't hear that. It's fine.
Yeah.
The Blob. D.
Yeah.
I don't know what you are.
Looks like a cool dinosaur. S.
I'll put you in C. You can be in C. Freddy Krueger, B. I think you can go in B.
No. The killer turkey? Don't put the turkey in C.
Why not? Why can't the turkey go in C?
I said my bit. Laz is putting the turkey where they want.
The killer turkey is going there.
Thanksgiving deserves.
I don't even know if I've
What's wrong with
seen
Thanksgiving?
Thanksgiving. I don't know if I
Yeah,
have.
let's watch Thanksgiving after this.
Absolutely. What are you?
Can you open these images in a new tab?
No, well, it doesn't let me. I'm not allowed.
I mean, I used to do that all the time for like the whatever I was doing.
Okay, I'm gonna trust you on this and put the killer turkey in F tier.
What's wrong with the killer turkey?
Look, Zam, if you want to bring this up to me, write me a solid explanation and then we can go from there.
Okay.
Watch it on stream now. If only.
The killer bong. Oh wow. Didn't you wanted
I
to
don't
watch the
know.
killer bong, right?
No, I don't want to watch the Evil Bong. I'm not interested.
Predator Predator is up there.
Oh yeah, no, Predator I think I would put. I put
I mean,
A. Yeah.
and if they leave the mask on, you know, hunky, got a lot of mesh, you know,
Yeah.
clawsies, big.
I see.
Powerful.
Predator is fuckable, but also like, I think me and Fern are talking about this. Like, when you get down to, you going for Alien or Predator? It's like, Alien's for the girls, you know. That's where it's at.
Like the movies are like on this list.
The haughtiness of the creature. The franchise too. Krampus.
Xenomorphs. I'm sorry.
Aliens for the ladies, Predator for the boys. Yeah.
I was gonna say the xenomorphs are a little too lanky for me. They're big and tall, but
I can respect that. I forget your name.
is that Nosferatu?
Oh yeah, no, I think you're right. No, the xenomorph is an S. What are you all talking about? Look, right there, not that one, right there. See, in S,
what are the
right
N-
there.
Lance, what did the NBs get?
Jaws.
NBs get Jaws?
Yeah.
No.
have Morticia energy, and I will not be answering questions. Fair enough.
The NBs should get some sort of werewolf. They get the stuff. Yeah, NBs get the stuff.
Well, at least one NB gets a werewolf.
Yeah, well,
Got him.
I'm surprised there aren't more werewolves on those.
I know they don't have the one from the Howling, which is. Oh wait, do they?
Where are the werewolf girls from Trick or Treat that tear off their own skin to transform?
You're spoiling movies all over the place today.
I'm just right. If that catches someone's interest into watching Trick or Treat who wouldn't watch it before, then
No, I mean it is a great scene, to be fair. Also, I'm putting the Killer Tomato in D. I'm not sure who you are, buddy. I'm putting you in undecided because I don't know. Art the Clown can go in. I would put him on the same level as the Leprechaun, personally. Reagan, that's a kid, so no. I don't. Oh, are you the thing from Lamb? Because, yeah.
the thing from Lamb, it looked like a Yeti to me.
No, I think it's the thing from Lamb, because Lamb has a big, a big dude.
Lammy Lamb. Are they just a big man in sheepskin?
I think so, yeah. Or like they're a sheep man or something like that. Godzilla, that's an S. I mean, let's be honest with ourselves.
No.
Chucky,
The thing from the
that's a doozy right there.
I'm fine with the personality, not with the doll.
I would put.
Like if Chucky was in a hotter body.
Chucky is an A. Okay, here's the thing. Chucky is an A. However, how do I put this without spoiling Chucky for people? You know, Zam, you know what happens at the end of Cult of Chucky? You know what I'm talking about, right?
That version?
Chucky, that version is S.
What about that that version with hook hands?
Oh, yes. No. I see. Yes. Correct. Correct.
I think that is the bug from Starship. The bug from Helldivers, I mean, sorry.
Bug can go in C.
Bugs actively hate democracy, and I think that puts them up a whole letter grade.
Oh, you make a good point. American Werewolf in London is an S tier. I'm not taking questions. Hannibal Lecter.
Too fussy.
Hannibal Lecter. B.
I'd go on a dinner date, but I don't know how many bases I'd run.
Fair. The Killer Clowns from Outer Space. C.
Not really. Same tier as Bug? Bug isn't like a B for Bug?
No, they're staying where they are. Bug. Bugs deserve S. I don't know. Bugs can be in B. I'll give you that.
Woohoo! Because I forget if it's Starship Troopers or Helldivers. Because God, my brain is.
Thank you for not putting any clowns above C tier.
But it goes C for clown.
Yeah.
But the bugs actively during voting season become more aggressive. They legitimately do hate democracy, and I think that's great.
Yeah, no, I'm willing to agree. The ghost from Poltergeist, you can go in B. The critter from Creepshow, I forget what his name is, but B, yeah, acceptable.
That looks funky.
The mummy, the D.
Where'd you put Freddy Krueger, by the way?
Krueger is in B.
B? With the connotation?
I mean, we're talking about appearance here.
I thought we were putting in personality and stuff too.
Look, it's not officially text. Okay.
It's pretty heavy-handed.
Okay, admittedly, I will admit how much of that is more just me thinking about Robert Englund than Freddy Krueger. That's a fair.
No, you're not playing.
That's a fair point. I'll put him in C. You make a fair point. That's just a Velociraptor. So A.
Did you talk about the killer tomato?
No, I just put him in D.
You didn't. I guess so. Why D for the killer tomato?
I'm not that into it, you know.
Yeah.
Pumpkinhead. It's a B.
Harry and the Hendersons?
Is that this one? I don't know if I don't think I've actually seen that one. Harry and the Hendersons. I'm putting it in undecided because I don't know who it is. Now, are we talking about with Billy the Puppet? Are we talking about literally just the puppet, or are we talking about Jigsaw the person?
I will say I think my head's covering up your choice. It's a little bit.
Oh, that's fine. I can just here. I'll move them up here. It's fine. I'm putting him in C just so we can talk about it. Are we talking about just the puppet, or are we talking about the guy? I assume we're talking about the guy.
It's not a Chucky situation, you know?
No, it isn't. But
unless you just want the limp puppet to run off with, you know?
looks exactly like the thing from Creepshow.
I don't know. The puppet's okay, I guess.
Oh, I see. I see what you did. I see.
I'm not that into the puppet.
No, honestly, I'm not crazy about Billy the Puppet. I like the design, but I'm not really like into him. Pinhead, do I even need to say it?
That high?
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, I like the other Xenobites better.
Cenobites.
Cenobites.
Xenobites.
I'm getting xenomorphs mixed in.
Yeah. The Deadly Spawn. It's not doing anything for me, I'll be honest.
Now, what's this wonderful creature up next, though?
It's the... I think it's the thing that you're not supposed to say the name of, the cannibal thing.
Oh, like actually?
Yeah, no, I think it is.
Because I do like, it looks like it has people as horns, and...
It does, yeah. Design-wise, I would put it in B. Cenobites, yeah, exactly. You get them at Cinnabon. I don't know who this is. Who is this? Does anybody know who this is?
Is that like a little creature beastie from, like, the Odyssey? Or...
He's going in A.
Looks like
I like him.
It's either that or like a Godzilla monster.
Wait, Luna, which one is that?
That's Motor, and she's a MILF.
No, but this is, I know what movie this is from. That is what it is, I'm pretty sure. This thing here, the thing with the antlers, I know the movie this is from, and I'm pretty sure that's what it is. Maybe I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure that's what it is.
Unless that is what it is, but then it's from the ritual.
Oh, is it? I thought it was. Fair enough. It's staying in the same place, but yeah, okay, fair enough. I thought it was. I've seen something similar in a different movie that looked very similar.
I'm just saying they'd go higher on my lists, but you know.
I can't see them that well, though.
Let me look this up.
Yeah, actually, good point.
Motor from the ritual, indeed. What is that? Oh. Funny.
You're going or nay?
Girl motor.
The stuff.
We're going girl mode.
I would put it above F tier personally. S for stuff. I mean, it's not really. I don't know. It's not really like.
I know it's been a while since we said it, but there's something so vaguely menacing about NBs get this stuff.
Yeah, it is. I'm the most I'm willing to do is put the stuff in C tier.
I think this stuff could facilitate other actions, but on its
Yeah, I see. I don't know. I don't know what we're like. I need a hypothetical situation. The critters from Critters.
they're a little. I wouldn't.
They're
like as big as a lawn gnome, right?
They're bigger than that, but I'm gonna. I feel like I would put them higher than what's in D tier. So they're going in C. This is the tire from. Oh, what is that fucking movie called?
Rubber. Right?
Is that what it's called?
Yeah, it's called rubber because it's a rubber tire, and also, I guess it's a condom joke.
Oh, right.
Also, I want to ask.
B.
Okay. Underneath the gremlin there, what is that weird thing?
Underneath the gremlin? What?
Like, you already put it in the list. There's the gremlin next to the stuff, and then down one square.
Oh.
Gremlin. What is that weird little beef jerky looking thing?
This guy?
Yes.
That's Ulmer from Brain Damage.
They look weird. They look like a beef jerky. Anyways.
Put the tire above the stuff, my beloved. Yeah. Toxic Avenger, he's a bit too, I don't know, like, I just don't like the vibes. What are you? I've seen you before, but I don't remember what you are. I'm putting you in, I don't know, because I can't remember. Harry Warden is an S tier.
Oh,
Simple.
is that like,
Let's see, he's the...
or something?
Oh, Harry Warden is the My Bloody Valentine guy. But I don't think, I don't know if this is... I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I'm leaving it there. It's fine. I don't know who you are either. You're going down there. I forget who you are. I'm not sure, but I like it.
I'm not sure, but I like it.
I don't know what's going on with you, but it's not working for me. Going in D. Are you...
The guy next to the brain and spine makes ice cream out of children. Oh, the guy to the right of the brain. That's a silly concept, I guess.
Oh, yeah. No, you're right. That's I thought he was fucking Reggie Bannister, but no, it doesn't make any sense.
What are they from? Okay, I'm curious about the ice cream guy and the person to the right of them.
I don't know who that guy is. I have no idea. Is that supposed to be the creature from The Shape of Water? Is that who that is?
Maybe. Where's Nick Wilde on this list?
I know, really, that's the question.
Ice cream man. Why is the E not capitalized in that Wolfie?
Wolfie's getting you. We're
I was, like,
going.
looking for like a secret message. I was like, wait.
I can't confirm or deny if that's the fish man from The Shape of Water. If it is, he would go up to A, but I don't know. Dracula. Yeah, you can go in A. That's fine with me.
Yossified Colonel Sanders? Where? Oh, the other guy.
I forget what his name is, but your fucking whatever your name is from Puppet Master, I'm not looking for it. Alligator.
S. Well,
I
about the same
will.
tier as Jaws.
I'll meet you with an A and put him in A. Sam, that's a child.
No.
So,
Get out.
no. Now, Psycho Gorman,
Is that their name?
that is an S tier.
Is Psycho Gorman from what?
From Psycho Gorman.
Seems like one of those stupid things.
No, Psycho Gorman is we should watch that. Psycho Gorman is great. Anyone, if you're here and you haven't seen Psycho Gorman, watch Psycho Gorman. It's a really fun movie.
That sounds like something fucking Tatsuki Fujimoto would watch and then like make a whole fucking manga about.
That is the
Chainsaw Man.
Okay, I thought it was, yeah. Okay. I was like,
Yes.
eh?
Ah.
Willy from Willy's Wonderland. What do we think about
yes.
Willy?
Very nice. What that neck do? Who knows?
He's going an A. I'll give him A.
Okay. I'm fine with this. Do you remember when Willy got hit? Like, how did Willy die?
I'm putting these in here because they're duplicates. I think he did, yeah. Also, who is this? This fucking teeth thing right here?
I don't know.
Also, the guy from Don't Breathe is going in F because he's a fucking piece of shit.
You don't like turkey basters?
No. I don't know. I don't know who this thing
what's
is.
it called? Like a Oblivion or like a Ruin or something.
Maybe. I'll put you in. I'll put you in. You're going in C, so I'm not sure what the fuck you are.
You look funky though.
Yeah, but I don't know. You know what? B. There you go.
I can't believe you would rather fuck a tire than Freddy Krueger.
I mean... Oh, wait, those are the aliens from A Quiet Place? Haha, nope. Right down to F.
Oh, what's wrong with
I fucking hate A Quiet Place. I hate those fucking movies.
The weird, quiet movies, like Don't Breathe in a Quiet Place, you know?
No, I actually quite like Don't Breathe. I fucking hate A Quiet Place, though.
Wasn't there one where it's like Don't Look? Was that what A Quiet Place was?
No, A Quiet Place is the sound-based one.
I thought Don't Breathe was also sound-based.
A Stinky Place? Yeah, no kidding.
And I know there was one movie where the crux was, if you look at the monster, it kills you, and like, literally just don't open your, because like you can't not make a noise. It's just a natural process. But like, you can just wear like a blindfold or something, or like some people are blind and they're like, I don't know, even I didn't think anything was even fucking happening, you know?
Yeah. Anyway, this is I'll post this in the in Zam's Discord later if anyone wants to have a look.
No.
Yes. Oh, Bird Box. Yeah. Fucking. I still haven't watched Bird Box.
Oh, it's ice cream. Oh, I see what you mean. Because you were sending these to me. The Creep Show one. Harry and the Henderson. And Ice Cream Man.
Yeah, Ice Cream Man.
I like how the scoop of vanilla ice cream looks like a skull.
It's good, isn't it? Anyway, do we want to hear this last field trip story and then maybe call it a day? Ooh, yeah. Okay.
Let's do a little bit of sleuthing. Sorry for the internet troubles, by the way.
No, it's not like you can control it. I mean, it's how it is.
I took a lot of different art classes in college, and many of them would have a few
Oh,
different
we wouldn't have
field
gotten
trips
into that tier
scheduled.
list if not.
Usually
Yeah,
it
see?
was to an art museum.
Silver
Some of
linings.
them were a bit more involved. There was one in particular. I believe it was for this art appreciation class I took. Basically, it was an over-the-weekend thing in a small town a few hours away that I guess you could say was kind of known for its art. We were meant to go around the town
A few
learning
hours
about a
away.
few different predetermined pieces
Small
and take
town.
pictures to prove we win. So it wasn't really a group thing, just kind of a go and on your own time learn about a few different pieces of art.
I see.
The whole thing was only for extra credit in the class, but it was a pretty substantial amount. I asked one of my friends in the class, who I'll just call Alex, if she wanted to go with me. She agreed, so we reserved a room at some hotel, and that Friday night we started heading over there. The plan was to get there on Friday night, spend all Saturday looking at art, and
I
leave
thought
on
we were
Sunday
flying through
morning.
space for a second during that
When we
transition.
arrived,
Nah.
I realized just how sketchy the area was.
I do like the whole, like,
I'll
my
just go straight
friend,
out,
let's just
the
call
hotel
them
looked
Alex.
terrible.
You know?
Yeah.
It was clearly very old.
Of like, changing
By
names to
that
fit
point,
a
it was
story
pretty
because
much
it's
too late to
confidential.
look for someplace else to
Yeah.
stay.
It's
We sucked it up and went to our room. The inside wasn't any better.
Those bed sheets are
How to describe
awful.
it. The whole place was just all around sketchy.
That is
but,
lice
it
beds
would
if
only
I've
be
ever
2
seen
nights
them.
we'd have to deal with
Yeah.
this. We figured we should probably get up early for tomorrow, so we decided to just go to bed. And that's exactly what we did. Fast forward, I honestly don't really know how long, and I woke up to the room phone ringing. I was confused. It was still dark outside. I picked up the phone and quietly said hello so as to not wake up Alex. There was no response, but oddly, there was slow breathing. Clearly, someone was on the other line. I said hello
No.
a few more times, this time a
Oh.
little louder.
Hello.
Still, no response.
Hello.
Hello?
Then, something I wasn't expecting.
Hello?
There was suddenly a knock
Hello?
coming from our room's door.
Well, they're
But
they're
I
not
could hear it
breathing.
through
They're
the
going
phone as well. Whoever I was on the phone
because
with
they haven't
was
worked up
outside
the
our
energy
room.
to whoa. Yeah.
That's
You
when
know.
the line went dead, and I was once again in complete silence. I sat there in shock for a few seconds. I didn't know what to think of what had just happened. I decided to wake up Alex, who by this point was still asleep. I told her everything, and she confirmed it was definitely weird.
I
We
do
pulled
have
back the
one
blinds a
problem with
bit,
this.
but there was no one out there. Ultimately, we decided
Yes.
This isn't a field trip story. This is like a motel story.
Yeah, this isn't. It's
that whoever this
lies.
was had no way
It's
of
not a
getting in
field
the
trip
room.
story.
It's like
So we both agreed. to
the
just go back
premise is we
sleep
have to
in time
visit
for
a
the front desk
museum, but
about
it's
it
not like
tomorrow
even like
morning.
with the class or
Eventually,
anything. It's
I
just
did fall
like
back asleep.
we
I
went to
know
go
this
take
'cause
pictures of the
at some
museum.
point I woke back up again.
For a
Still,
class,
it was
I wouldn't go.
dark outside.
Field trip is the whole class
I was a bit
goes, not on
weirded
your
out.
own time. You know.
Yeah, no, it doesn't track.
Usually, I wake up to some noise, or I wake up
We
because
got
I
some
have to
variety
use
at
the
least.
bathroom.
At least it isn't like. And
This
then
time,
they
nothing.
wanted to put a kid in
I
a
was trying to fall
car.
back asleep. I noticed this dark figure in the corner of the room. Now, this might sound weird, but my eyes commonly make things up in complete darkness. Like, if I'm in a dark room, I'll usually see things that aren't actually there. Typically, it's things like a coat rack that my eyes see as a person. Just small things like that. I thought that's exactly what was happening now, so I didn't give the figure much attention. But every time I would close my eyes to try and fall asleep, when I would open them, it looked like the figure was closer. It got to the point where it looked like someone was leaning over my bed. But I still thought I was just imagining it. I lifted my arm and was planning on passing it through the figure as a way to prove to my mind that it wasn't real. But as I did so, my arm hit something. It was a real person leaning over my bed. I screamed, and in a matter of seconds, the figure turned around, opened the door to the room, and was gone. Alex woke up and saw it happen. The both of us were scared out of our minds and completely out of breath. We shut the door, locked it, and this time barricaded it. We had no idea how this person was able to get into our room. We sat there wide awake until the sun came up. When it did, we immediately left, cutting our trip short. We didn't even talk to the front desk, but on our way back, we did call the police.
And then we went home.
We would later learn that apparently, when the shift of the person working the front desk had ended, they didn't confirm the next person with the shift had or was even planning on showing up. This left the front desk completely unattended. And that's when some unidentified person walked in and stole multiple customers' personal information, which included their room numbers. And of course, they also managed to get a
Personal
master set of room
information?
keys, allowing them to enter any room. What practices the motel had that allowed something like this to happen is beyond me. And it's not even like the person has a chance of being identified. The motel is old enough to where there's not even a single camera installed, and no one saw the person's face. All I know is some person who's willing to break into our hotel room has all of our personal information. And this thought still disturbs me.
What do we think about this one?
I like that they can play around, like, because this isn't from the stance of a kid, so they can actually play around with, like, a little bit of reasoning.
Yeah.
Just child logic. It's not a field trip story, so that talks off points.
Yeah, you're not a field
Like-
trip story. Get out of here.
Yeah, it's very short and sweet, and like, I know this might sound weird, but sometimes I see things in the dark. Wolfie's right. That's just people vision. Like, that happens to everybody. Like, and then a guy was just like in there, and like, and then he ran away. And a common theme of all these are like, and we didn't remember his face, and he'll never be tracked down, but he has information, and so, and then nothing happened. That's kind of it. It's like,
Yeah. I mean,
something.
I could see this happening, but I have a hard time believing that. I don't know. Like, I don't really feel like I see what they're trying to go with the whole, like, oh, somebody left without getting someone to take over the next shift, but like, are we saying that then someone was just waiting around to go in there and just do this? Like,
Get registry, get keys, and then open up doors and look.
and then just stand there? Like,
I like to stand there because he's like fading in and out of sleep, right? And he gets like a little bit closer each time. He's like there for a while. I will say scarier things have happened in motels
yeah.
and real stories that people be like, "Hey, my room kind of smells," and then they lift up the mattress and there's like a body under there.
Yeah, no, it's true.
Or
What a
it's like,
fucking
my
Uber.
this bed feels kind of lumpy, and it turns out, yeah, it was a dead person's elbow because they were like jammed under there.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, 3 for 3. Liars.
Oh, that happened though.
Should play a horror game called Secret Little Haven. What is it?
No thanks, I'm not religious. I don't I don't believe in heaven.
Being
Heaven.
a silly little guy.
It's a little haven to walk through. About old computers. Oh, yeah, this looks cool. There's a Tamagotchi simulator.
Tamagotchi.
Good streaming. Good streaming.
Yeah, this was a good time. I'm not sure what we're gonna do next time. Maybe something similar, maybe something different.
That's the fun of it, right?
I had a few different ideas about well, I have a few different things on the docket potentially that I'd like to do. Look at you with your bonk. Ridiculous.
I will say, Secret Little Haven. It looks cool. I wouldn't pin it as a horror game off the start, let alone like themes, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, it does look cool though, I will say. Yes.
Yes.
I'm holding
Let's
it back.
see. That's what I was looking for. Everyone, we are going to raid Triss.
Oh shit. Dop, yes.
Don't ever say that again.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody attack her with your arms.
Yes.
Hello.
Yeah, we'll see you real soon, but go say hi to Triss.
I don't know. I might try and do something tonight.
Yeah.
Because I have an evening shift, but then I get off work at like 10 o'clock, and then I'll be ready to rumble at them.
Yeah.
Yars. Anyways.
All right, I'm sending them. Go, fly.
Run.
Run, jump, fly.